Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another Indiana Fever live stream. Tonight, the Indiana Fever on a second of a back to back, taking on the Phoenix Mercury for the third and final time of the season. And it's presented by PrizePicks. Over 70 people in the chat waiting as I was going live. What's up, everybody? I see George in the chat, Michael, Dana, Father Time. What's up? Khaled, new name. What's up, Khaled? How you doing, man? Tristan Allen, George, Joe. What's up, Lee? Jed Lockett. What's up, bro? How's it going, everybody? It is Thursday, July 9th, and it's another late night game. And tonight's game is going to be on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime tonight. Just a heads up. Is Caitlin Clark playing? No, she's not, William. Caitlin Clark is out tonight. They announced that a while back that she was only going to play one of the two back-to-backs. She played last night in a limited fashion. Tonight, she will be out. But Aaliyah Boston, who was out last night, will be playing today. She'll be playing today. She is, they say probable for today's game. And for the Phoenix Mercury, let's see. Natasha Mack remains out. She was out for that last game, dealing with that foot issue. And Alyssa Thomas is active. Earlier, they had her as a game time decision. She is playing today. Hello, Nancy. What's going on? Shannon, AJ's in the chat. I see you. Connor, I love country. Hello, ¿cómo estás? Good evening. Good to see you. Jason Northcutt, what's up? Says, let's go, Fever. Let's go. Williams asks, is CC leaving? All the crazy stories. Yeah, that's just what it is. Stories. There's no truth or legs to any of that kind of stuff. Caitlin Clark, I would be shocked if she does get moved anywhere. Stephen Inc. says, is Dewana Happy Meal playing? Dewana Bonner? Yes, she is active, and she has been starting in the place of Natasha Mack, who's been out with a foot injury. So expect Dewana Bonner to be playing and starting tonight's game. Hit that thumbs up, folks. We're going to get into game time predictions about 10 minutes before the game tips off, which, again, is on Amazon Prime. So let me go ahead and switch over to the app right now. I had it on USA Network from last night. They were showing Jurassic Park. Love that movie franchise. What's up, Goodman? Goodman. Oh, my. I just remember what your profile picture was. What up, Goodman? He says 65 months in the elite, Paul George, and being on the bad side of absolutely horrific trades. Also, I miss football. I need my 10 and 16 Jets, Browns, Sunday Night Football Classic already. Paul George and those trades that he's been involved in have to be a documentary one day. It has to be. It's absolutely bonkers the amount of crazy trades he's been part of. And this is going to be the last one for him. But also, I heard today that the Kawhi Leonard situation with the trade is not going to be finalized until after the investigation. I thought I saw something like that from Shams reported today when I woke up. But Goodman, brother, just before you know it, it will be football season. We're approaching the middle of July here pretty soon. And then what? We're exactly, I think, 2 months away. 2 months away from the opening night of the NFL season. So we're almost there. Goodman, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, 30 for 30, exactly. A 30 for 30 ESPN documentary, Paul George, and all those trades that changed the landscape of the league. Those trades, the SGA trade, and now this one where he goes to Boston and Jaylen Brown, with all the drama, going to Philadelphia. What's up, everybody? What else? William, what's going on, man? Keith, Dennis, what's up, Dennis? Hello, everybody. Hit that thumbs up on the live stream. Almost 200 people already in the stream. 14 likes away from 100. Tristan Allen says, let's go, Fever. Last night was a frustrating game to watch. It was a loss to the Los Angeles Sparks, a team that we had beaten twice before, and then we lost that one. It was frustrating, because we really looked flat in a lot of that game. There wasn't a whole lot of flow. We were making so many mistakes and mental errors, a lot of bad passes, turnovers. um, just terrible decision making for the Indiana Fever last night. And Caitlin Clark did come back, but she was on a minute restriction and she was playing about 2 to 3 minute bursts before going back to the bench and even warming up on the bike. She didn't play a whole lot in that third quarter, so she couldn't really get anything really going. I figured she would be on a minute restriction coming back after missing some time due to her back. And tonight she'll be out tonight. I'm hoping she'll be ready to really go come Sunday when the Fever take on the Aces on the 12th. By the way, Rocha will be back on Sunday against the Las Vegas Aces. But last night was just it was a frustrating game to watch. Hopefully tonight we get back on track a little bit. Hopefully tonight we can bounce back and get a dub against this Phoenix Mercury team that is 8-14, 3-7 at home. That's their record at home. They beat us in that last game back on June 24th, 111 to 109. It was a 2-point game. That was a game that had a lot of controversy in it. That was the game where Alyssa Thomas committed that flagrant 2 foul. Well, it wasn't called the flagrant 2 foul until after the game was over. We lost by 2. And in that game, the Phoenix Mercury had 33 free throw attempts to our 19. To our 19. That was a tough game to watch, too. Now, tonight, Aaliyah Boston is returning, and I want to see Aaliyah Boston really go to work in the paint here tonight. She was just shy of a double-double in that last game against the Phoenix Mercury. She had 9 rebounds. I want to see her really tear up the glass. And hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can. We got to bounce back. What's up, Brazier? What's up, man? Camacho says, I expect things to look better tonight now that they don't need to hobble Caitlin Clark. Yeah, Caitlin Clark, you could tell she was a little bit rusty. And again, she couldn't really develop a flow, only playing 16 minutes and only playing a few minute bursts in the minutes that she did get. So it wasn't just her. The whole entire team, for the most part, just didn't have a good, consistent flow to the game last night, and it was just really frustrating to watch. We were committing a lot of bad fouls, a lot of bad turnovers, and they were killing us in the paint. They killed us in the paint last night. And tonight we take on the Phoenix Mercury, and I want to get this revenge here tonight. I want to get the clap back. Even though we're without Caitlin Clark, I want to get this dub real bad, and I know you guys want to as well. I know you guys want to. Right now, I'm looking over the stats from that last game, kind of recapping things. This is that last game where the Mercury beat us at home, 111 to 109. And looking at the points in the paint, they put up 52 points in the paint. I'm really getting tired of seeing that, of teams just putting up these crazy numbers on our interior defense. We got to do better. We got to get better. We got to make a trade, something, a little bit of a shakeup, and get some interior defense because teams are torturing us in the paint, even bad teams. Even bad teams. And look at those fouls from that last game against the Mercury. 29 fouls called against the Fever, 19 called against the Mercury, and that led to 33 free throw attempts for Phoenix. They made 26 of them. And we had 19 free throw attempts. We made 18 of our 19. So we went 95% for the free throw line against Phoenix Mercury. But my goodness, they went to the line and shot 33 free throw attempts. That was awful to watch. That was awful to watch. Kalia Copper, she shot incredible. 60% for the field. We couldn't stop her going to the box score in that last game against the Phoenix Mercury. Look at that starting lineup for Phoenix. They torched us. 28 points from Copper, 24 from AT, 13 from Dewana Bonner with 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block in the starting lineup in place of Natasha Mack. And then Brochant had 12 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. She was killing us. Lexi held. She had 9 points, 50% shooting. And then off the bench, Ayayi. That was their biggest X factor. Ayayi with 19 points on 5 for 8 shooting off the bench. We can't allow that. We just can't allow that. And for the Indiana Fever in that last game, we had 30 points from Kelsey Mitchell with 6 assists. Aaliyah Boston had 23 and 9 with 5 assists, but she got into foul trouble. So did Kelsey Mitchell, and she fouled out of that game. Mo Billings, She started off hot, but then kind of cooled off. She had 8 points on 2 for 2 with 5 rebounds. Caitlin Clark had 19 points, 8 assists in that game, but she won't be available tonight. Lexi Hull, she's been really finding her rhythm a little bit more offensively as of late, and I hope that continues tonight because we're going to probably need it. And then off the bench in that last game against Phoenix, Misha Hines-Allen had 13 points on 50% shooting with 5 rebounds and a block. And Sophie Cunningham had 5 points on 2 for 3. We'll see if she is going to be playing in this game tonight. Let me refresh the injury report about Sophie Cunningham because she's dealing with back spasms. And according to this, she's active, Sophie Cunningham. She didn't look good in that game last night because she started dealing with some back spasms, and that contributed to that. But I hope they are mindful and watchful of Sophie Cunningham. If she starts to feel any kind of pain or anything like that, get her out because back issues, any kind of back issues, are very serious when it comes to playing the game of basketball. So I want to be mindful of Sophie Cunningham's minutes tonight. And I hope Raven Johnson has a bounce back game because she was pretty bad last night. She was pretty bad. But anyway, that's a recap of that last game against the Phoenix Mercury. While I was going over that recap, we have a new member of the Cult of Fury, and it's Dante Costa. Actually, welcome back, Mr. Dante Costa, to the Cult of Fury. And thank you so much, sir, for your continued support on the channel. I appreciate that. I know Rocha does as well. By the way, Rocha will be back on Sunday, folks. The very next game, Rocha will be back. So I Love Country says, Josh, she said she felt fine and it wasn't her decision to play limited minutes. Are you talking about Sophie Cunningham from last night's game? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, let's hope that that continues, that Sophie Cunningham is okay. She's good to go. I know she wants this game tonight. We all do. We want to get that clap back on the Phoenix Mercury tonight. And again, the game is going to be on Amazon Prime. So if you're looking for the game, it's on Amazon Prime for tonight. Scott Hull with the $2 dono. Josh rocks. Hey, thank you so much, Scott. Thank you. Couldn't do it without you guys, me and Roach. We appreciate y'all's support. Scott, I really appreciate the support last night as well. Thank you all for last night, too. It was a frustrating game, but you guys came through, and it was great. It was great. So Regier has a lineup alert. The Fever will start Ty Harris, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Mo Billings, and Boston. That's your starting 5 for the Fever here tonight. Ty Harris, Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Billings, and Boston, who returns tonight. Aaliyah Boston, I did not believe she was injured in last night's game. Maybe a little tweak or something. But on the back-to-backs, this usually happens. I'm very much used to seeing these back-to-backs and star players sitting one of the games and then playing the other. And that's what they're doing with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. Boston not available last night, available today. Vice versa with Caitlin. So if you're just tuning in, Caitlin will not be playing tonight. She won't be playing tonight. Is AT out for tonight's game? I just refreshed her profile right now, and Alyssa Thomas, who was listed as a game time decision, shows active for tonight. Shows active. Natasha Mack remains out for the Phoenix Mercury. That's their leading rebounder. And if you guys recall, for those who were here in that last game, pre-game predictions, I wanted us to dominate the glass, dominate the rebounds with Natasha Mack, their leading rebounder, out for the game. And she's out again, and I'm going to go back to that. I want Aaliyah Boston to have double-digit rebounds. I want her to be close to double-digit rebounds by the time we get to the locker room at halftime. I want us to dominate the glass. We got to do a better job in doing so. I want us to box out on the defensive end and crash those rebounds. I want to see a little bit more hustle, getting back in transition defense. That's going to be key for us tonight. And establishing Aaliyah Boston. I saw that was one of the keys to the game for the Indiana Fever on their Twitter page. Get Aaliyah Boston involved early and often offensively. And that's exactly what I want to see as well. And I hope she stays out of foul trouble tonight because she got into foul trouble in that last game against the Phoenix Mercury. So did Kelsey Mitchell, and Mitchell actually fouled out in that last game. She actually fouled out in that last game. What's up, though, Andrew? What's going on, man? How you doing? I didn't see it on Prime. Right now, they have the Seattle Storm and Dream playing. So let me go to there it is. Yeah, I see it now. Fever versus Mercury. It's a late night tip off too. That's another thing. Last night's game, tonight's game, late games. It's 8:46 p.m. here in Dallas, Texas. For those on the East Coast, it's about to be 10 o'clock p.m. over there where you guys are at. Good luck. It's a late game. Let me turn down my AC right now. Turn down the AC a little bit. Yo, Alex Palangi, what the $2 sticker? He says, GG's. And that's exactly what I want to say at the end of the night. After a dub, GG's to the Mercury. Because I want to win this one. By the way, we're 13 minutes away from tip-off. 13 minutes away. Alex, let's get hyped, dude. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the sticker, brother. Well, Rocha is going to be back on Sunday, Calderon. Rocha will be back on Sunday. He took a 2-week vacation. He comes back on the 12th, which is Sunday, against the Las Vegas Aces. And I'm hoping in that game we have a full squad. We got Boston. We got Caitlin. Everybody's healthy, ready to go. Knock on wood for Sunday. But he will be back on that day. Now, just a heads up, I will be out for that Sunday matchup. It's my girlfriend's birthday on July 12th. So we're going to go and do some stuff. And Rocha will be calling that game on Sunday. And then the very next game, it's back to the Josh and Rocha show here for the Indiana Fever. Sammy Whitcomb, knee available to play in limited minutes in season debut. Sammy Whitcomb making her season debut, but in limited minutes. Okay. All right. Interesting. Sammy Whitcomb. Now for Caitlin Clark last night, 16 minutes is all that she played. And it sucks playing the minute restriction. It really does, because you can't really get into any kind of rhythm. It's hard to even try to get into a flow. Like, I understand why the limit restriction is there, because you want to be cautious. She was out for some time. It's a back-to-back, even though she wasn't going to play the back-to-back. But it's also frustrating at the same time, because, like, it's almost like, what's the point? Playing 16 minutes, what was the point? Because what flow did we ever develop in that game last night? And it was just very frustrating to watch. It really was. Just all around, it was frustrating to watch. Good day, champ. Fever lineup today. Durston. Yes, sir. The starting 5 has already been announced. Regier put it in the chat. So let's see. Go back to it. The Fever will be starting Ty Harris, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Mo Billings, and Aaliyah Boston. That's your starting 5 for the Indiana Fever. And then your starting 5 for the Mercury, Regier says, will be Lexi Held, Copper, Ayayi, Dwana Bonner, and Alyssa Thomas. That's your starting 5 for the Phoenix Mercury. We're 10 minutes and 40 seconds away from tip-off. Tonight's stream is presented by PrizePicks. Check out the PrizePicks app. Download it. It's easy to do. Or sign up on desktop. And when you do sign up, use that promo code HMA to take advantage of their promotion over on PrizePicks, which is play 5, get 50 instantly in lineups. Now, here's our 3-leg entry for tonight's game to make things a little bit more interesting and fun between the Mercury and the Fever. First off, we're going to take Kelsey Mitchell for more than 17.5 points tonight. Kelsey Mitchell, she's been very kind to us this year. So let's go, Kels. Alyssa Thomas, we'll take her for more than 5.5 assists. She's one of the league's best playmakers and assist leaders. So we'll take her for more than 5.5 assists. Kalia Copper for more than 14.5 points. She was their leading scorer in that last game. 28 points against the Fever on 60% shooting. So we'll take Copper, we'll take Thomas, and we'll take Kelsey Mitchell. If you guys want to tell us, you can follow us on PrizePicks at the Sports Fury, and you can follow our affiliate link in the description down below. Once again, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Ty Harris, Mo Billings, and Aaliyah Boston in the starting lineup tonight. Last night, back to Mo Billings a little bit. She was looking really good to start the game. She looked like she had some little kick to her. She was getting the rebounds very much. She was doing a really good job getting those rebounds. And all of a sudden, she just got into foul trouble, committing really dumb fouls and then took herself out of the game. Kelsey Mitchell started off really good in the first quarter and then disappeared for the second last night in that game against the Sparks. A lot of our team disappeared in that second quarter. And then we just never got a rhythm back. We just never got a rhythm back for 3 straight quarters, it seemed. And we took the L last night to a team we shouldn't have lost to, even with Caitlin Clark being on a min restriction. We shouldn't have lost to that team. And I want to get a dub here tonight and bounce back. With 8 minutes left to go before tip off on Amazon Prime, let's get into game time predictions, shall we, for tonight's game. We got the Phoenix Mercury hosting the Indiana Fever, with Indiana being 1.5 favorites here on the road. Interesting, because last night when I was setting up, Mercury were actually favored, and they switched that to the Indiana Fever. The Mercury are a bad team. They're still a bad team. They beat us that last game. They're 8-14. They're 3-7 at home. I'm taking the Indiana Fever to win. What about you guys? I want to get this dub. I want to rinse out my eyes. I want to rinse everything out, cleanse ourselves from what we had witnessed last night, and let's get back on track. Let's get a dub, and I want to beat this Phoenix Mercury team. This is the last time we're going to play in this regular season. Let's get this dub against the Mercury. Who's with me? Taking the Fever. Fever tonight, by the way, I don't think Raven Johnson plays a lot as Regier. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see because Regier, she was pretty awful last night. She was turning over the ball. She was missing all of her shots. She was missing gimme shots around the rim. So we'll see about Raven Johnson here tonight. But I'm taking the Fever. I see Joe taking the Mercury by 10 points tonight. Fever by 9, says Scott. Fever by 10, says Mish. And hopefully we get an even called game tonight by the referees. That last game, it was insane how many free throws they had. 33 free throws to our 19. It was atrocious. So hopefully we get a better refereed game. My MVP tonight, by the way, my MVP for tonight's game is going to be Kelsey Mitchell. She was a leading scorer for that last game. She had, I believe, 30 points. Kelsey Mitchell, she did, on 11 for 16 shooting. She went off for 7 for 9 from downtown. They could not stop Kelsey Mitchell. She also had 6 assists. She was, she had 6 assists. Caitlin Clark had 8 assists in that game. I'll go with Kelsey Mitchell being MVP. And my X factor tonight, my X factor is going to be none other than Aaliyah Boston. She's back. She's playing tonight. In that last game against Phoenix, she had 23 points on 9 for 16 with 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. I want tonight about 25 to 27 points from Aaliyah Boston, and I want about 12 rebounds. I want 12 rebounds or more from AB. I want her to win inside. Feed her early and often. She might end up being the MVP of this game. Who knows? But I want a big game from AB. Welcome back. My first bucket tonight. Who do I think scores first in tonight's matchup? Tonight, I will be taking Aaliyah Boston. Welcome back. Bow, bow, bow. Feed her early and often, like I said. First possession, right out the gate. Give the ball to her inside of the post and let her go to work. She scores first. Now, what about the first 3 tonight? The first made splash by the Indiana Fever. I will take Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, she torched them. She torched Phoenix from downtown that last game, going off for 7 for 9 from downtown. First splash, Kelsey Mitchell. And the over-under is 171.5. I think this final score could be somewhat similar to that first game where it was 88 to 77. So I'll take the under for tonight's game. I'll actually take the under. We're 4 minutes and 40 seconds away from tip-off here on Amazon Prime, where you can find the game if you want to watch along with us. If you can't watch along with me, that's okay. I got you the live play-by-play, scoreboard, and on-the-court stats throughout the game, as I'll be calling it. But we're 4.5 minutes away from tip-off against the Phoenix Mercury for the last and final game of the season between the two of us. And then after tonight, the Fever don't play again until Sunday when they take on the Aces once again. And Rocha will be back for that game. Rocha will be back for that game. Let me take a look at the standings in the WNBA, and I'll show this to you guys. The Indiana Fever are now the 7th seed. The Dream surpassed us. We are the 7th seed, but we're 3.5 games out of first place. So it's not like, okay, we're in the 7th seed and we're just so far behind. We're 3.5 games out of first. It's close between the number 1 seed and the 7th seed. It's really close right now. So, Indiana, let's get this dub tonight. Let's get this dub tonight, and let's jump the Atlanta Dream, who right now are actually beating Seattle. Dang. They're beating Seattle. They're playing Seattle. Let me go back to my game time predictions. There you have it. Steven Inks, I appreciate you, man. Scott, thank you guys. Over 400 people in the chat, and we're 33 likes away from 200. So thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Indiana Fever are 3 minutes away from taking on the Phoenix Mercury here on Amazon Prime, and I want this win so bad. I want this win against the Mercury. Almost as if I want to just jump through the screen, put on my tennis shoes, and actually play, which is in no way legal, but that's what I want to do. I want to go out there and play some basketball. I know Sophie Cunningham wants this game. She was dealing with some back spasms last night. She's a trooper. She'll be playing here tonight. But don't overextend yourself, Sophie. Please take care of your back. But she wants this. Oh, she wants it. Caitlin Clark is not playing tonight. Caitlin is out. She was on a minute restriction last night. I knew she was not going to play the second game of a back-to-back. I knew that last week. So she is out tonight. But hopefully on Sunday, the whole squad is back in full gear on Sunday against the Aces. AB, she is playing tonight. She was out last night. She's back tonight in the starting lineup. Tonight, the starting lineup, let's see. We already went over it, but let's get a visualization, shall we? Let me go to their Twitter. There we go. So that way you guys can see it visually. That's the starting 5 for tonight's game for the Indiana Fever. They will start Ty Harris tonight. Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Mo Billings, and Aaliyah Boston. That's your starting 5 for the Indiana Fever tonight against the Phoenix Mercury. And again, some of the keys to the game that I want from Indiana is we got to limit the turnovers. I feel like I always got to start the same every single time. Limit the turnovers. We gave up so many points off turnovers last night. It was not funny. We got to watch the fouling. In that last game against the Mercury, we committed a bunch of fouls. Some of them were egregious. They had 33 free throw attempts in the last game. So watch the fouls, play smart, watch the elbows. I don't want to see Mo Billings, Misha Hines, Allen, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell get into foul trouble again, because they did in that last game, especially AB and Kelsey Mitchell, who did foul out in that game. So let's watch the fouling. Let's limit the turnovers. Feed Aaliyah Boston early and often and let her go to work, because no one can guard her. No one can guard her. The only way she can get stopped is she stops herself. Keep those elbows low, Aaliyah, and go to work. I want a big double-double. I want 25, 26 points, and about 12 rebounds from AB. Kelsey Mitchell, go to work like you did in that last game. She fouled out, but before that, she went off for 30 points, 7 for 9 from downtown. She was very efficient from the field, and she had 6 assists in that game. Third most on the team. I want to see the Fever get out in transition defense, run back quick on defense as well. Get back and watch the fouling. Watch your passes too. Don't get flustered. Compose yourself. And when you get momentum, when you see momentum, keep the momentum. Finish quarter strong. Finish the quarter strong. We're getting ready for tip-off here pretty soon, folks. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe if you guys are brand new. We're going to do live play-by-play with a live scoreboard and live on-the-floor stats. The game, once again, is going to be on Amazon Prime. If you want to watch along with me, it's on Amazon Prime. Whew. Let's go. I'd watch that for $1. Good RoboCop reference, Scott. Josh, breaking news. The most double-doubles in a player's first 3 seasons in WNBA history, Angel Reese, 64. Oh, okay. All right. 64. That reminds me of the Beatles song, When I'm 64. I don't know if anybody remembers that. But But that was a good Seattle song. All right. We're getting ready, baby. Let's go. They're doing their intro on Amazon Prime. Let's get it, Fever fans. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get a bounce back dub here tonight. No one took my seat, right? Good. All right. Whew. I want this. I appreciate the passion. It says Redmonds. Regmans. Hey, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name, man. But yes, sir. Let's do it, dude. Let's do it, man. Let's get this win, Indiana. Whew. Game time. Fever 74-71. Father Time has the Fever winning by 3. Injury list. No Caitlin Clark tonight for the Indiana Fever. And then no Natasha Mack for the Phoenix Mercury. No Natasha Mack for the Mercury. She remains out with a foot injury. And Caitlin Clark out with a back issue. But I think she'll be back on Sunday. I'm pretty sure she'll be back on Sunday. And I think she'll be back on a full minute. What's up there, Mario? What's up, Mario? Hi, Jinx in the house. What's up, Hi, Jinx? Justine Passat. I want to at least see what she had, man. Passat, give me what you got. But we never did. I wish her the best, though, in Las Vegas. Maybe they'll actually use her. Once again, if you're just tuning in, the game's going to be on Amazon Prime. Thank y'all for over 231 likes, 19 away from 250 before tip-off. So thank you, guys. I love country. Dropping those Fever emotes for Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, Aaliyah Boston. Let's go. Bill Ray, 87 says, go Josh, go Fever. Let's go Fever. Why do I feel like I gotta stretch? Ugh. Everybody stretch. You don't want to pull nothing watching the game, right? Ugh. And thanks for being up so late. It's a late night tip-off. This game's going to tip off at 9-something here in Dallas, Texas. For those on the East Coast, this game's going to be over around midnight, maybe past midnight. So shout out to those that are watching at a late night hour tonight. For those on the West Coast, it's only 7 o'clock over here where you guys are at. It's actually prime time for you. I'm doing 16-ounce curls, mate, says Scott. There you go, bro. Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell with the Fever are going to be wearing their white uniforms. And the starting fives, Lexi Hall, Kelsey Mitchell, Ty Harris, Mo Billings, and Aaliyah Boston. Let's keep the turnovers limited. Let's get out in transition. And let's clean up the boards. And stay out of foul trouble. For the starting five, the Phoenix Mercury, Lexi Held, Kalia Copper, Ayayi, Alyssa Thomas, and Tawana Bonner. They'll be in their purple jerseys tonight with the Fever in their white uniforms. Oh, I'm ready. Let's get ready. They're making their way to center court. Getting ready for tip-off. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get those stats up and ready. Come on. There we go. Asia Lakeisha Robertson, 65 months in the Cult of Fear. I'll read that in just a second as we get tip-off. And it's going to be Indiana Fever with the first possession. And they'll be shooting on the right side of the court with Ty Harris entering the front court. She's picked up by Lexi Held here on the right near side Wing up top to Kelsey Mitchell, firing away for three. That's too strong. Takes a bounce for the back iron, and getting down the rebound is going to be Kalia Copper of the Phoenix Mercury, who are shooting on the left side of the screen in their purple jerseys. Phoenix Mercury with their first possession. Alyssa Thomas guarded by AB, top of the circle. Shot clock to 7, puts the ball on the floor. Hits the one to Bonner, but it's a bad pass over the head and out of bounds. Turnover for the Mercury, and it's Fever basketball. All right, Fever are going from left to right on the screen in their white jerseys with Mo Billings, Boston, Mitchell, Ty Harris, and Lexi Hull on the starting lineup. 14 the shot clock. Here's Ty Harris off the screen from AB. She'll go to the right corner, near side on the screen. To AB inside, working the post, turns, fires, misses, too strong on the shot. Rebound goes to Alyssa Thomas, and she'll rush it up court. Thomas, baseline pass to Copper, goes away from her out of bounds. Another bad pass for Alyssa Thomas, and that's turnover number 2. Fever basketball. Fever basketball. Your game started at 9:22 p.m. At 9:22. So right now, let's do a sync up here. 8:49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44. Here's Ty Harris for a catch and shoot 3, and she's got it for the first bucket of the game. Ty Harris, assisted by Kelsey Mitchell. First points of the game. It's 3-0 Indiana. AB picking up a Yaye right down the middle of the lane for the first bucket for Phoenix. Lexi Hull for 3 quickly. That's no good. Copper the rebound. 8:19 remaining here in the first quarter. And here's Copper driving the lane. No good at the rim. She misses. Rebounded by Aaliyah Boston. That's that interior defense I'm looking for, baby. Kelsey dashing up the court. Misses the layup. Rebound falls to Mo Billings. There's 3 jerseys around here, so make the pass. She does. To AB. To Harris for 3. She misses, and the rebound falls to Copper. We're missing a lot of shots right now. We're missing some shots early. Lexi held out to Ayayi for 3. Ayayi's killing us. She's got all 5 points for the Mercury. 7:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Fever down by 2. Kelsey Mitchell passed by Harris for 3. Kelsey Mitchell fires away a 3 and knocks it down. 6-5 lead, Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell, her first bucket. Down by 1. Here come the Mercury shooting on the left side of the court. And we're going to get a whistle. And it's going to be a foul called against Aaliyah Boston. I don't want to see her get into foul trouble here tonight. She got into foul trouble in that last game against the Phoenix Mercury. So did Kelsey Mitchell. Yeah, Aaliyah Boston called for her first foul right here, folks. An inbound for the Phoenix Mercury. 7:20 remaining in the first quarter. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Held. Picked up by Mitchell. Over to the near side. Bonner. She'll step back for a long 2. Hits the back iron. Rebound falls to Ayayi. She's torching us. Out to Bonner. Bonner on a second chance opportunity against Mo Billings. Drives baseline. Cut off. Bad pass. Falls its way to Lexi Held. Picked up by Mo Billings. Now Hull. And she gonna fucking just shoot that and miss it terribly. Shot clock violation. I don't know what kind of shot that was by Held, but it's a shot clock violation. It's fever ball. Fever ball. Here's Kelsey Mitchell guarded by Alyssa Thomas. Takes her off the dribble, the drive, the kick. Ty Harris, another 3 from the same spot. Ty Harris, 6 points, both from downtown. Her big buckets tonight. 9-5. Indiana leads it by 4. Here's Ayayi for 3. She misses, funnily. Aaliyah Boston with her second rebound and gives way to Kelsey Mitchell. Fever shooting on the right side of the court. Here's Mo Billings, gets the pass in the post, goes to work in the paint against Bonner, and Bonner strips it loose. And then Bonner hits a Thomas away from her and out of bounds in transition. That's another turnover for the Mercury. Their 4th, and it's Fever basketball. They are not doing good on the passes, the Phoenix Mercury. They are not doing well on the passes. 6:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Asia, I'll get to your comment in just a second as soon as we have a dead ball. Here's Fever working here at the top of the circle. Boston with a handoff to Kelsey Mitchell and a foul called against Lexi Held of the Mercury. 6:06 left to go here in the first quarter. Asia Lakeisha Roberts says, "Hey Josh, I'm sorry for missing the streams. No, don't apologize. No worries. I had to work. I know you said it doesn't matter, but it does to me. I hate not seeing you guys. Asia, we love you, and I hope you had a good day today. And yes, it's always great seeing you. We feel the same way. Ball's inbounded. Lexi Hall for three, and the blonde bomber knocks it down for a corner three. Timeout, Phoenix. Let me see that blonde bomber emote. Lexi Hall knocking it down from deep. Timeout, Phoenix. Timeout, Phoenix. Oh, I'm sorry. I put 2 points more than I needed to for the Phoenix Mercury. It's 12-5, folks. It's 12-5. Indiana leads it by 7 right now. Indiana leads it by 7 points, 12-5, with 5:57 remaining in the first quarter. Timeout made by the Phoenix Mercury. We have 6 points from Ty Harris. Both shots made from downtown and the same exact spot, too. The near side wing three. Lexi Hull knocks down a corner three. Kelsey Mitchell knocked down a three. So all 12 of our points come between 3 players. Kelsey Mitchell, Ty Harris, Lexi Hull. Aaliyah Boston has not scored yet. Mo Billings has not scored yet. And for the Phoenix Mercury, they only have one scorer, and that is Ayayi. She scored all 5 points for the Phoenix Mercury. They are at 4 turnovers now. I like that. I like that a lot. Their passes are atrocious. Their passes look like ours from last night. I want to see more of that. So please, Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner, keep passing the way you guys are, because you're just giving us more and more opportunities. I love it. Catching me up, what happened says Rama Drama. So, Ty Harris knocked down a pair of threes. Lexi Hull knocked down a three, and Kelsey Mitchell knocked down a three. So right now, all 4 of our field goals are from downtown. All 4. We have no points in the paint right now. Boston has not scored yet. Mo Billings has not scored yet. All 12 of our points came from threes. It's a 9-0 run for the Indiana Fever in the last minute and 36 seconds. So let's go. Let's go. I want to see when they sub out Ty. Right now, she's feeling it. She's got 2 assists on top of those 6 points. She's a leading scorer right now for this game. She's a leading scorer for this game. And Lexi Hull, you guys notice that her shot has been finding itself. She's been finding her shot over the last, several games now? She could not make a bucket for a long time to start this season. But she's starting to find some rhythm. She's starting to find some confidence, and I like that. I really like that. We love you too, Tristan. Love all you guys up in here. Over 600 people in the chat. 17 people away from 300 likes during the commercial break. Yes, Rocha will be back on Sunday against the Aces. On the 12th, that's our next game. On Sunday against the Aces, Rocha will be back. I won't be here on Sunday, though. It's my girlfriend's birthday, and we're going to go celebrate. But Rocha will be back on Sunday to call that game. And then after that, it'll be me and Rocha from the rest of the season. Unless something happens. Unless something crazy happens. Like, I don't know. There's an asteroid that's about to hit the Earth, and Rocha is, he's recruited by NASA to go stop the asteroid or something. Unless something like that happens, it'll be me and Roach for the rest of the way. We're back from commercial break, timeout by the Mercury, and Bonner gets fed in the post, and she'll score the first bucket outside of Ayayi, making it 12-7, Indiana up by 5. Ty Harris brings up the ball, hits Aaliyah Boston, top of the circle, dribble handoff, goes to Mitchell, back to Boston on a pick and pop. She'll shoot the three, and she'll knock it down. Aaliyah Boston, welcome back. It's 15-7. All 5 of our field goals are from downtown. We have 5 for 8 from 3. My goodness, AB, let's go. It's Mercury basketball with Bonner, Thomas, Ayayi, Copper, and Held. Held. Crossover dribble on Ty Harris, feeds it to Ayayi, drives, gets past Mo Billings, and it's going to be an and one. Ayayi blows right by the defender, gets fouled by Billings, and puts it up for a bucket and the foul. Ayayi is killing us. She's killing us. She's got 7 points right now. 7 of the 9 points for the Mercury are from Ayayi. AB, bow, bow, bow. I love it. I love it. Sophie Cunningham checking in for the game. And the broadcast was pointing out that there were some boos and some cheers. For those that don't remember, Sophie Cunningham used to play for this Mercury squad. Ayayi misses the free throw. Sophie Cunningham, I'm sorry, with the rebound. So they exchanged the Blonde Bombers. It's Sophie out there with Raven Johnson, Misha Hines Allen, Mitchell, and Boston. Here's Kelsey Mitchell guarded by Copper. Takes her off the dribble. Floater up. It's good with a teardrop. Miss Kelsey Mitchell with the first points in the paint for Indiana. That's the first field goal tonight. That's not a three. 17-9. 17-9 lead for Indiana. Alyssa Thomas to the right corner. Akoa Makani for three. She drains it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Monique Akoa Makani knocks down the three to make it a 5-point game. 4:24 remaining in the first quarter. Down the middle lane. Kelsey Mitchell draws a shooting foul from Kalia Copper. Man, oh man, do I love seeing that. I love seeing putting the pressure on the defense at the rim, drawing those fouls around the rim. I love seeing that. I want to see more of it. 2 free throws coming up for Kelsey Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up for Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell has 3 assists right now. Mitchell does have 3 assists right now. In that last game against the Phoenix Mercury, she had 6. She was third most in the lineup. Caitlin had 8 assists. Raven Johnson had 7 assists, and she had 6 assists in that last game against the Mercury. And right now, she's got 3. She's got 3. She's on pace for what, 3, 6, 9, 12 assists? I don't think she'll get that much, but that's what she's on pace for. She'll make both free throws at the line, making it 19-12. We're back to a 7-point lead for Indiana. Now, here come the Mercury, shooting on the left side of the screen with Bonner, Thomas, Ayayi, Brochant, and Akoa Makani on the floor. Beauchamp takes a shot from the corner. She misses. Misha Hines Allen for the rebound. To Boston. Ahead to Kelsey Mitchell. Finds Sophie Cunningham. Sophie to Hines Allen. Now to Boston on the near side wing. Fakes the handoff to Raven Johnson. Puts the ball on the floor. Makes it her way to the left side of the court. Misha Hines Allen the pass. Hines Allen looking. And a pass to Boston gets kicked by Bonner. And there'll be 14 on the shot clock for the Indiana Fever. All right, let's drop a play here because that possession was looking a little funky right there. Copper will check back in for Ayayi. So for the Mercury, it's Copper, Brochant, Akoa Makani, Thomas, and Bonner on the floor. For the Fever, who have the ball, it's Raven Johnson, Sophie Cunningham, Misha Hines Allen, Mitchell, and Boston. Boston bounded from Raven Johnson to Mitchell. She's guarded by Akoa Makani. Oh, beat that matchup up. Boston the screen, and Mitchell the shot. Off the screen, she's got it from 20 feet. Mitchell's feeling it. 3 for 5. She's got 9 points right now, and it's a 21-12 lead for Indiana. Here comes Copper the other way. She'll pull up a 3 over Mitchell, and she'll drain it in front of her eyes. Kalia Copper with the... Oh, they're counting that as a long 2. It's not a 3. They're saying foot on the line, long 2. So it's a 7-point lead for Indiana, 21-14. Boston over to Mitchell, takes Akoa Makani off the dribble, and draws a foul. Smart move there by Mitchell. She was about to blow right by her, but then she stopped on the dime because she knew Akoa Makani was right to her back, and that made her... She used her momentum against her. She went right into her for a foul. 3:15 remaining here in the first quarter. The ball's going to be inbounded from the sideline to Aaliyah Boston. Shot clock to 10, and we got an offensive foul against Misha Hines Allen. Oh, I'm getting PTSD from last night. Because how many offensive fouls did we see for the Indiana Fever in that game last night? I don't want to see that again. And Misha Hines Allen got into some foul trouble last night, too. 3:05 to go. Down by 7. Here come the Mercury. Akoa Makani off the screen from Thomas. Hits backdoor to Copper. And she'll draw a shooting foul from Mitchell. And Mitchell immediately looks to the sideline and wants a challenge. Will Stephanie White oblige? In the game last night, Stephanie White challenged in the first quarter, and she lost that challenge right around the same time. And you know what? She's going to do it again. We're going to get another first quarter challenge here by Stephanie White. Let's see if we get a replay here on Amazon Prime. Ooh, Stephanie White. She just grabbed Raven Johnson to have a little pep talk with her. Raven Johnson looking to bounce back from last night's performance, as is everybody from the Fever. Are we going to get a replay? Okay, here we go. Ooh, it looks like Mitchell had all ball there. She might have a point. Ooh, okay, this could be successful. Looking at the replay from the baseline camera, Kelsey Mitchell went for the play, and it looked like she hit all ball. And that's what they're challenging right now. But it's an early challenge. And here's the thing about these early challenges, folks. If this is unsuccessful, we will not have a challenge for the rest of the night. Oh, yeah, that's ball. That's all ball. But even if we are successful in this challenge, we will only have one more attempt for the rest of the game, which is something I don't like. I think that if you are successful in your challenges, you should be allowed to continue to do so until you no longer are able to do so, until you're wrong. I think they're going to win this one, says Father Time. Mitchell's right. I think so, too. Yeah, I think that was all ball. We saw two different angles on that replay, and it looked like she touched all ball on that possession. That should not be a foul on Kelsey Mitchell. Coach's challenge, overturn, Fever win the challenge. It looks like here on the ESPN broadcast, on the ESPN Gamecast, it says Fever win the challenge. It is a successful challenge. Successful challenge. Let's go. But remember, we only have one more challenge left for the rest of the game. Now, they're going to call this Fever basketball. So it's going to be our possession off of a successful challenge. No foul to Mitchell. She made the right play, and it's going to be our ball. Fever ball. With 3:02 to go. Caitlin Clark watching on the sideline, cheering on her team. Raven Johnson will bring up the ball, shooting on the right side of the screen. She's out there with Sophie Cunningham, Mitchell, Boston, and Hines Allen. Boston gets the pass, top of the circle, guarded by Alyssa Thomas. Takes a couple of bounces, hits Kelsey Mitchell on the left elbow, back to Boston. Extra pass to Raven for a contested three, hits the back iron, and the rebound falls to Alyssa Thomas. She runs the floor with Brochant. Brochant back to AT in the low post. She falls. She passes the right corner to Copper. She puts the ball on the floor. Bounce pass to Thomas in the low post. Turns, fires the hook shot. Way off. Rebounded by Raven Johnson. Out to Kelsey Mitchell. Running the floor. Mitchell. Sophie. Driving baseline. She's going to bounce past the Raven. Over to Boston for three. Got it! Aaliyah Boston from downtown. Now, that was a beautiful play right there. The ball movement was a thing of beauty. Thomas, floater, no good rebound, Misha Hines Allen. It's a 10-point lead for Indiana, and they got the ball. Sophie Cunningham directing traffic, hits Boston on the top of the circle, backing down Thomas off the screen from Kelsey Mitchell and makes her way into the low post. She's botting up Thomas, turns to her right, off the big shot. It's going to rattle in for Aaliyah. She's going to work just like I wanted. Aaliyah Boston, let's go. It's a 9-2 run for Indiana and a 12-point lead for the Fever with 1:37 to go in the first quarter. Bonner, Thomas, layup down the lane, got it for two. And that's the first bucket for Alyssa Thomas tonight. 10-point game, 26-16. Sophie, inside, Boston against Bonner, goes up, no good, Bonner the rebound. Good defensive stop there for DeWanna Bonner. Outlet to Alyssa Thomas. 1:15 remaining. Back to Bonner. She'll show and go. Drive down the lane. And she blows right past the defender for a layup. 26-18 with 1:05 to go. Bonner knocks down her first bucket tonight. Raven Johnson brings up the ball for the Indiana Fever. She's crossing the timeline over to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Kalia Copper. Top of the circle. Finds her way to Boston on the left wing. Bounce pass. Mitchell. Out to Misha Hines Allen, backdoor pass to Raven Johnson, and that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Copper. So it's going to be Fever basketball with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Thank y'all so much for being here. It's a late night game. Almost 700 people in the chat. 325 likes have been achieved. Ball's inbounded, baseline. It's going to be a steal there. Hines out. Oh, Hines Allen turned it over. She had the ball on the baseline. She had her foot over the line, and that's going to be Mercury basketball. Mercury basketball. On the floor for the Mercury, Whitcomb making her debut. Whitcomb making her season debut. She will be on a minute restriction, but the crowd giving her a pop here as she checks in. She's out there with Akoa Makani, Broshant, Ayayi, and Thomas. What's the delay here? 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's Mercury basketball shooting on the left side of the screen. It's 26-18. Pull up three. Akoa Makani does it again. Akoa Makani makes it a 5-point game. 26-21 Indiana Fever lead with about 29 seconds to go. And a bad pass. A turnover from Misha Hines Allen to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas the steal. Thomas the drive. The floater. She misses. Rebounded by Mo Billings. And Thomas is called for the loose ball foul. And Thomas is yelling at the referee. She better be careful. She's going to get teed up. That's her first foul, Alyssa Thomas. I love when AB uses the glass up close. I know. Right now, she's looking really good. AB's looking good. Right now with 9. She has, she went to the bench right now. But she's looking good. Mitchell's looking good with 9 points. And it's Mitchell bringing up the ball right now. Mitchell brings up the ball. 13 seconds. There's no shot clock, by the way. They're in the bonus. They're going to work here. And that's going to be a shooting foul on the drive. As Mitchell was going into the paint, she gets fouled by Sammy Whitcomb. And that's 2 free throws coming up for Kelsey Mitchell. Hey, what's up, Daniel V? What's up, dude? What's up, Daniel V? What's going on, bro? Mitchell first free throw is up, and that is good. 27-21. Well, Misha Hines Allen's going to check out. Lexi Hull's going to check back in right here. Misha Hines Allen, a little bit of a rough start for her in this first quarter. She had a rough game last night, too. 8.4 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Mitchell will tee up the second free throw attempt, and that will be good. She's got 11 points, 28-21. No shot clock for the Mercury. Here comes Akoa Makani, guarded by Mitchell. Step back, shot for 3. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul by Mitchell. Oh, my goodness. With 1 second left. Mitchell, she's going to foul Akoa Makani shooting 3. Come on, Mitchell. You can't fall for that. Akoa Makani is a youngster. You can't fall for that. She got her. And now 3 free throw attempts for Akoa Makani coming up. Hey, what's up, Dabney? How you doing? Daniel V says, shout out to my wife, Stephanie, and my kids, Maverick and Camilla. Let's go, Fever. Much love, Josh. Keep up the good work. Daniel, thank you so much, brother. Shout out to Stephanie. Maverick, Camilla, hello. First free throw was up and good for Akoa Makani. Second free throw is also good. Misha Hines Allen will check in for Kelsey Mitchell for defensive purposes. I had a weird day today at work. What happened at work today, Asia? Akoa, final free throw. She makes all 3. 28-24, balls inbounded. Heave, no, not even get it off in time for Misha Hines Allen. And that will do it for the first quarter, folks. That does it for the first quarter. Indiana 28, Phoenix 24. Indiana with a 4-point lead. We were leading by as much as 12 points. That is now cut down to 4. Mitchell, got to watch those fouls. You can't fall for that maneuver by Akoa Makani on that step-back 3 attempt. You can't fall for something like that. You're the veteran. She's not. But anyway, 28-24 is a lead. Let me pull up the box score real quick so that way you guys can see some of these stats at the end of the first quarter. And don't forget to smack that thumbs up, folks, on the live stream. Thank y'all again for being here. Let's take a look at those stats. Well, both teams shooting pretty efficiently right now. Indiana a bit better. 56% shooting for Indiana Fever in that first quarter. 60% from downtown. 6 for 10 for 6 for 10 from 3. Wow. Mercury, they're shooting at 50% and 50% from downtown. They've made 3 out of 6 attempts from downtown. Each team has 4 turnovers. Now, the Mercury have given up 9 points off of those turnovers, so good job, Indiana. And we gave up only 3 points off of those 4 turnovers. So we're winning that ratio. Same amount of turnovers, but we're scoring more off of their turnovers than they are of ours. The rebound battle, we're winning that by 1. 8-7. I want to win that by a margin of like 7 for the game. Now let's go to the individual box score. Kelsey Mitchell leads all scorers with 11 points on 3 for 5 shooting, 1 for 2 from downtown, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and she's got 3 assists with 1 block. Aaliyah Boston, she's got 8 points tonight. Welcome back, AB. Going 2 for 2 from downtown in that first quarter, and she has 2 rebounds. Mo Billings, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover. Ty Harris, 6 points, going 2 for 3 from downtown. She also has 2 assists. Lexi Hall, she's 1 for 2 from downtown with 3 points. And then off the bench, no scores yet for Indiana. For the Phoenix Mercury, they have 7 points from Ayayi. They have 2 points from Alyssa Thomas, who's 1 for 4. She's not shooting well. She does have 3 assists and 2 rebounds. DeWanna Bonner's 4 points. She's at 4 points with 2 for 3 shooting, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Kalia Copper, who went off for 28 points against the Fever last game, slow start for her. 1 for 3 shooting, 2 points. She does have 3 rebounds. And for Lexi Held, she's at 0 points, 2 assists. They do have 9 points off the bench, and that's 9 from Makoa Makani. Last game, they had one player go off for 19 points off the bench, and Akoe Makani is going off the bench for the Mercury today. We can't allow that. 9 points off the bench for Akoe Makani. She's their leading scorer. So let's lock in a little bit. What did I say pregame? If we are getting some momentum, don't let it up. Don't let it up. Don't let it up. All right, let's start this second quarter, folks. Ty Harris will check in, as well as Aaliyah Boston for Billings and Misha Hines-Allen. So they'll be starting the second quarter. Aaliyah Boston, Ty Harris, Lexi Hull, Sophie Cunningham, and Raven Johnson. But it's going to be Mercury basketball with Ayayi, Suarez, Brochant, Whitcomb, and Akoa Makani. Brochant over to Whitcomb, making her season debut. Bounce pass inside to Suarez. Puts the ball on the floor, bouncing, backing down. Aaliyah Boston turns, fires with a little hook shot, and she knocks it down. I don't like these points off the bench for the Mercury. They're killing us right now. 28-26, a 2-point lead for Indiana. It was as high as 12 in the first quarter. Shot clock to 13. Here's Lexi Hull. Bounce pass to Ty Harris, top of the circle. Feeds it right corner. Raven Johnson wide open for a 3. She's going to miss that shot. AB tips out the shot. Ooh, they're going to call a personal foul against Suarez. Marta call for a loose ball foul for the Mercury. Oh, Raven Johnson's been missing her shots a lot. Ball's inbounded for the Indiana Fever. They're in their white uniforms, shooting on the right side of the court. Here's Raven Johnson driving layup. She misses that one. Gets her own rebound. Put back, and she'll knock it down on a turnaround. Okay. Raven Johnson makes it a 4-point game, 30-26. Here's Whitcomb. She finds Suarez for 3. Wide open, and she drains it. The points off the bench for the Mercury cut the lead to 1. 8:53 to go. Lexi Hull. Lexi looking up top to Sophie Cunningham. Puts the ball on the floor, down the middle lane. And she'll draw a shooting foul from Marta Suarez. That's 2 fouls on Marta now. Sophie will go to line for 2 shoot shots. The Blonde Bombers are out there together. Yes. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull out on the floor at the same time. Sophie shooting 2 shots. First one's up, and it is good. 31-29, 2-point lead for the Mercury. I'm sorry, for the Fever. My bad. You can't talk about it in the chat. Well, hopefully the rest of the night goes better, though, Asia. I don't know what happened at work, but sounds like it was a weird situation. Sophie Cunningham will knock down both free throws. It's 32-29. Down by 3. Here come the Mercury with Ayayi, Suarez, Brochant, Whitcomb, and Cole McConney. Whitcomb for 3. That's a miss. The crowd wanted a pop for that as she makes her season debut, but she doesn't, and it's going to be Fever basketball. Ty Harris, ooh, a wild pass to Lexi Hull, but Lexi chases it down. Over to Boston. Going to work against Marta Suarez, who's got 2 fouls. She turns, she fires. Baseline shot on a turnaround. Let's go. Aaliyah Boston, 10 points for her on 4 for 6 shooting. 5-point lead for Indiana. And a bad pass from Whitcomb. Stolen up there by Ty Harris. Some cookies. Raven, Sophie for 3. She bricks that one. And the rebound falls to Brochant. 34-29, 7:50 to go. Ayayi, stop, pop, 3, in transition, knocks it down. The Mercury are knocking down threes now. 34-31. They're calling that a long 2? Okay. 34-31. Only 4 splashes for the Mercury. Here's Aaliyah Boston, double team on the post. Out to Ty Harris, over to Sophie, dangerous pass, but it finds its way there. Over to Lexi Hull for 3, and the Blonde Bombers connect from downtown. Sophie to Lexi for 3. 3. Let's go. Let's see some Blonde Bomber emotes in the chat. Sophie and Lexi tag teaming that one from 3. 37-31. Suarez with a handoff to Ayayi on the wing, driving, bounce pass, Marta, up and under maneuver, off the bank. She misses a point-blank shot at the rim, rebounded by Aaliyah Boston, her 3rd rebound of the night. 37-31, 6-point lead for Indiana. Boston, Lexi, driving on Ayayi into the paint, turns, fires, tough shot, goes! For Lexi Hull, I'm sorry. Lexi Hull knocks it down. 39-31. Lexi Hull, 8 points. McConney, Marta Suarez, floater, no good. Rebound, Beauchamp, out to Whitcomb for 3. She bricks that one, gets her own rebound on the baseline. Kicks cross court to Akoa McConney. She's got Raven Johnson. She'll cross her up. She'll step back, and she'll hit the 2 from 18 feet. Akoa McConney is perfect, 3 for 3 with 11 points. And now that's a total of 18 bench points for the Mercury. I don't like that. 39-33, Indiana Fever with a 6-point lead. Boston, dribble handoff, Ty Harris off the screen from AB, drives into the paint, and she dribbles off her foot out of bounds. Turnover, Mercury basketball, and we're going to get an official TV timeout. Official timeout with 5:57 left to play in the half. It's a 39-33 6-point lead for Indiana. Aaliyah Boston with 10 points now in the ball game. She's got 10. Mitchell's got 11. Lexi Hull's got 8. Ty Harris has 6. Billings has none. Sophie's got 2. Raven's got 2. But for the Phoenix Mercury, their bench points is looking pretty tough right now. Akoa McConney going off. She's their leading scorer. 11 points in 9 minutes, and she hasn't missed a single shot from anywhere. McConney came out to play for the Mercury. We got to do something about that. What's up, Avatar? How is the game going tonight? He says, I have 4 bags left to finish in the Lego FIFA World Cup trophy, a.k.a. the Sports Fury trophy. You have 4 bags left. Awesome. You'll be done with that in no time. But so far, the game is pretty interesting. We have a 6-point lead. Aaliyah Boston looks good. Lexi Hull looks really good. She's only missed 1 shot. Ty Harris has only missed 1 shot. But right now, we're giving up a lot of points off the bench to the Mercury. They're keeping this game close. They have 16 points off the bench? I thought it was 18. I guess the TV broadcast got that wrong because ESPN shows it as 16 points off the bench. 5 coming from Marta and 11 from Akoa McConney. But how you doing, man? Josh, did you hear that Jaylen Brown is cousins with A.J. Brown? I did not hear about that. Father Time says, wait, wasn't it like 3,000 pieces yesterday, Avatar? I'm telling you, he's a madman when it comes to the Legos. He don't play. He does not play. Let's see, where are we at during the commercial break here? We are at 385 likes. We're 14 away, or 15 away from 400 likes. Thank you all again for being here. It's a late night game. Gary. Just saw that comment. We're coming back from the commercial break. It was an official TV timeout. It's going to be Fever Basketball with Mo Billings, Boston, Mitchell, Ty Harris, and Lexi Hall. Ty Harris will inbound from the Fever baseline with 6 on the shot clock. Harris inbounds to Hall. She'll shoot the baseline jumper. She misses from mid-range. Tawana Bonner with the rebound. The Mercury are within 5 points with 5:47 to go. Held will bring up the ball for the Mercury. Handoff to Ayayi. Over to Bonner. Swings it up top to Thomas. Handoff. And here's Held. Back to Thomas around the mid-post. Shot clock to 5. She's got Boston on her. Takes her off the dribble. Beats her to the rim for a layup. Thomas cuts the lead. 39-36. Okay, hold on. So they're going to count that earlier shot from downtown as a 3. So put 5 splashes on the court for the Mercury from downtown. And it's 39-36, a 3-point game. So they gave the Mercury another point. Here's Boston going to work inside. She missed that turnaround shot. Bonner, the defensive rebound. Her 3rd rebound of the night. We're at 400 likes. Hey, we just hit over 400 likes as we get a foul on the other side from the Indiana Fever with 5:02 to go. Thank y'all so much for 500 likes. It's a foul from Ty Harris. All right. Ball's inbounded. It to Held. Shot clock to 13. Under 5 minutes ago. Held over to Copper. On the near side wing. Dribble handoff. Bonner. Thomas. Over to Copper for a corner 3. Got it. Mercury are knocking down those threes. They got 6 made threes. 6 made threes to tie the game. They tie the game at 39 with that jump shot from Copper. Kelsey Mitchell. Working the top of the circle against Copper. Step back jump shot. I think that's a long 2. She knocks it down. That's a long 2 for Kelsey Mitchell. 41-39. Let's get a stop now, shall we? Held driving into the lane. Bounce pass. Ugly pass. Intercepted by Ty Harris. She runs the floor for Raven Johnson. Over to Raven for a layup. It's good. I'm sorry. That was Mo Billings. That was Mo Billings. The screen got really blurry there. I thought that was Raven Johnson for a second. It's 43-39. A steal and score for the Indiana Fever. Alyssa Thomas going to work against Aaliyah Boston on the near side wing. Handoff goes to Lexi Held of the Mercury. Shot clock to 7. Ty Harris out to guard her. Held. Looking left court. Finds Ayayi for a catch and shoot 3 at the buzzer. No good on the shot clock. And Boston's getting her 4th rebound. Outlet to Mitchell with 3:37 to go. Mitchell pass to Billings, but not before Ayayi commits a personal foul to Mo Billings. Foul on the floor against Mo. Hey, what's up, Victor? How you doing? Joker to Miami? No. No, I don't think that's going to happen. There's no way. Unless you traded, like, Bam or something. I just don't see that happening. 43-39, Boston bound. What's up, though, man? Here's Mitchell curling off the screen from Boston over the left corner. Billings for three. She shoots. She misses. Rebounded by DeWanna Bonner. Outlet to Thomas. Ahead to Akol Makani. High hook shot off the bank. No good, but a pip back is good for Alyssa Thomas. 43-41. 2-point game. Raven Johnson will bring up the ball for Indiana. Ravens out there with Lexi Hall, Mitchell, Boston, and Mo Billings. Mitchell, Boston, top of the key. Handoff Raven Johnson. Off the screen from Boston, drives into traffic, and she'll make the layup off the window. That was a tough bucket for Raven Johnson right there to put him up 4 points. Let's defend this perimeter. Drive, kick, Okoa to Copper for three. Another three for the Mercury. We got to do a better job on the perimeter defense here, folks. That is 7 made threes now. Mitchell driving baseline, bringing out DeWanna Bonner. Shot clock to 13. Mitchell, too fast for her, goes right at her at the rim and makes the layup. 47-44, Indiana with a 3-point lead, and now that is 15 points for Mitchell. Back the other way, Copper knocks down a 15 pull-up jumper on the baseline. Copper is heating up now. She's at 10 points on 4 for 6 shooting. It's a 1-point game. I don't like the flow of this game right now for Indiana. It's not favoring us right now. I don't like it. Here's Lexi Hull, guarded up top by Ayayi. Feeds it inside of Boston against a double team. She misses. There's no foul. Rebounded by the Mercury. Bonner, Copper, layup, good. And it's a 1-point lead for the Mercury. 48-47. 48-47. 1-point lead for the Mercury. Mitchell curls off the screen from Billings, fires away a three. She misses. We're missing shots now. And Ayayi's getting the rebound. Mercury with the 1-point lead, and they have the possession with 1:34 to go. They have the full momentum. Bonner, she'll miss a layup, and the ball is out of bounds. Last touch by Boston. 1:28 to go here in the second quarter, and we're going to get an official TV timeout. The flow stopped, and we gave momentum right back to Phoenix. They're outscoring us now 24-19 in the second quarter. Another bad quarter for the Fever. Another second quarter that goes bad for the Fever. Josh, do you remember the movie Phenomenon? It's on Amazon Prime. Yes, Phenomenon. That was with John Travolta, right? Where all of a sudden he has mind powers and he can move things and stuff like that. And he's all of a sudden smart. I believe that's the same movie, right? So it's a commercial break. It's a commercial break. That commercial timeout hurt the Fever. Momentum just stopped to a screeching halt. Now it's a 48-47 lead for the Phoenix Mercury, outscoring us by 5 points in the second quarter. Damn. And we are not guarding that perimeter well. They are shooting 54% from three. They've hit 7 threes in this first half. 7 threes. And they're beating us in the paint, too. 18-14. They're beating us on the rebounds. 16-12. Can't have that. I want to win inside. I want to win those rebounds. I want to get some more points in the paint. They're beating us inside and out now. They're killing us on the perimeter. And everybody is. Akol Makani, 11 points off the bench. Copper's getting hot right now in this second quarter. That's tough. They have 3 players in double digits right now. Yo, what's up, Wilson? With the $2.99 sticker. What's up, dude? Are you blowing a kiss? Oh, my goodness. What up, though, Wilson? I'll save that one for Roach. Here, I'll put it away in a little lockbox, okay? There you go. What up, though, Wilson? With the $3 sticker. Cheers, Wilson. What up, Corey Childs? What's up, dude? We're coming back from a... Oh, they're calling this a Fever timeout, not a... So this is a Fever timeout. Their first charge timeout. Well, We're down by one. We're down by 1 point. Hey, what's up, Motown Mike? Hey, it's all good, Motown Mike. It's all good. Yesterday was frustrating. It was frustrating. Right now in the second quarter, it's starting to get frustrating. We gotta lock back in. We gotta lock back in. We gotta lock back in. We gotta guard this perimeter because they're killing us from beyond the arc. On the floor for the Mercury, they have the ball with Bonner, Thomas, Copper, Broshon, and Akoa McConney. Akoa McConney will inbound from the baseline with 128 to go in the half. Out to Alyssa Thomas. She got all this space up top. She'll put the ball on the floor over to Akoa McConney. Step back three, and it's right on Raven Johnson's head. Another made three for the Mercury, and we can't stop Akoa McConney. We can't stop her. She's at 14 points. 3 for 3 from downtown. Here's Sophie for three. She misses. We can't buy a bucket. And Raven Johnson commits a loose ball foul. Raven, what are you doing out there? Calm down, Raven. The rookie needs to calm down. 105 to go. 51-47. Full momentum now to the Mercury here in the second quarter. 47-51, 1 minute to go. Mercury have the ball. Handoff goes to Copper. Thomas the screen, the slip. Copper inside. Thomas layup off the glass. It's too easy now. It's just way too easy. The Mercury can do whatever they want. They're just on a 14-4 run in the last 2.5 minutes. They can do whatever they want now on us. They're just practicing out there, and we just look lost. We look disengaged once again. I'm so sick and tired of this crap. I'm so sick and tired of this. Boston turnaround shot, no good. I'm so tired of having momentum, and we look good, we have good energy, and then we give it up, and then all of a sudden we just go brain dead. We miscommunicate, and we're just playing soft and playing flat. I'm tired of that. Get back into this game. Lock in. 27 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's a 6-point lead. Akoa McConney driving, and that's going to be a miss. Good defensive stop there, Raven. There we go. She'll bring up the ball. Let's get a good possession here. 15 seconds, no shot clock. It's Kelsey Mitchell around the logo, guarded by Copper on an ISO. Sophie coming to set the high screen. Off the screen, Mitchell taking off against Bonner into the lane. Layup, another missed shot. 2 seconds left. Mercury have the ball. They don't get it off in time, and that does it for the half. We couldn't buy a bucket in that second quarter. We couldn't buy a bucket in that second quarter. We missed every... Why do we constantly do this? We were leading by 12 at one point in this game, and now we're down by 6, making the same mistakes that we usually do. We all of a sudden forget how to play basketball. We forget who we are. We stop doing what we were doing that was giving us a lot of success. We can't make a bucket. We can't get a stop at all. We turn over the ball. We can't get a rebound. We can't hustle anymore. I don't understand why we get into these moments, man. That was a frustrating second quarter. Very similar to the second quarter that we saw last night. Atrocious. Atrocious. We got a $5 donation from Jason Hahn, 1908. What's up, Jason? He says, thanks for doing the Fever games, man. Can they fire Stephanie White already? They can get Candace Parker or Cheryl Miller for head coach. Love your commentary, Boro. Thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate you. I don't think they will fire Stephanie White. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't think they will. Candace Parker, I don't know if she would be interested in coming into coaching. Cheryl Miller, maybe, but I don't know. I'm just tired of these moments of these, and it's been all season where we can look really good and then we just become flat. Just no consistency. Awful. Right now, I'm a bit frustrated. Thank you, though, Jason. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. We'll see what happens, dude, at the end of the year. We'll see what happens. Well, I'm about to go over the halftime box score, but I'm just giving myself a moment to calm down. Okay. All right, it's halftime. Let's go over this halftime box score. Look at these stats. Look at these stats. Mercury shooting 55% from the field, 57% from downtown with 8 made threes. 8 made threes. We're supposed to be one of the best perimeter defensive teams in the league, and we are getting crushed on the perimeter right now against the Mercury. Against the Mercury. We are shooting 49% from the field, 44% from downtown with 7 made threes. But a lot of that came in that first quarter. In the second quarter, we couldn't knock down much of anything, especially in the second half of that second quarter. We couldn't knock down a three. We couldn't make a layup. We couldn't crash a rebound. By the way, rebounds, we're getting out rebounded by 4, 17 to 13. They're without their best rebounder. Why doesn't Aaliyah Boston have close to 10 rebounds already? We got to crash these boards. I'm tired of getting beat off the glass with these rebounds, especially against this Mercury team that's without their best rebounder. The turnovers. We only have 4, and we gave up 3 points to the Mercury. That's good. That's fine. The Mercury, they have 6 turnovers, most of which happened in the first quarter. They started limiting that in the second quarter. They started taking care of the ball in the second, and they gave up 11 points off turnovers. But again, most of that in the first quarter. They stopped making mistakes. And it's hard to make mistakes when our defense was as soft as tissue paper in that second quarter. Now let's go to the individual box score. And we'll take a look at the Indiana Fever. We have 2 players in double digits. We have 15 points from Kelsey Mitchell on 5 for 9 shooting, 1 for 3 from downtown, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Most of that happened in that first quarter. Once again, she has a disappearing act in the second quarter like she did last night. Just like most of our team in that second quarter. Mitchell does have 3 assists. Aaliyah Boston has 10 points. She's got 5 rebounds on 4 for 9 shooting. She is 2 for 2 from downtown. Mo Billings, 2 points, 2 rebounds. That's too low. That's way too low for the boards. She was looking good last night with the rebounds until she got into foul trouble. She's got 2 rebounds here tonight. Ty Harris, she started off great. 6 points early in the first quarter. And just like what we saw last night, a lot of early production from her team, and then everything just vanished. Vanished. Ty vanished. She does have 3 assists and 2 steals. Lexi Hull, 8 points on 3 for 5 shooting from the field. Most of that came in the first quarter. And then off the bench, Raven Johnson with 4 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, and then 2 points from Sophie Cunningham. Both those points came from the free throw line. She's 0 for 2 from the field. And Misha Hines-Allen giving us much of nothing. She's a deficit out there. In 5 minutes, 0 points, 3 turnovers. No one's in foul trouble right now for the Indiana Fever, by the way. Now, moving down to the Phoenix Mercury, they have 3 players in double digits, 2 of which are in the starting lineup. Kalia Copper's got 12 points on 5 for 7 shooting. Most of that came in the second quarter. She was 1 for 3 in the first. Now she's 5 for 7 for the game with 12 points. She also has 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Ayayi, 10 points, 4 for 6 shooting, 2 rebounds. These role players are killing us. Thomas has 8 points on 4 for 7 shooting with 5 assists, 4 rebounds. She's going to be close to a triple-double tonight, if not get one. DeWanna Bonner, 4 points in the starting lineup with 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Lexi Held, 0 points, 2 assists, 1 turnover. Now down to the bench. They're killing us off the bench. They are straight up killing us off the bench. 14 points from Makoa Makani on 4 for 6 shooting from the field, 3 for 3 from downtown, 2 assists, and then 5 points from Marta Soares. She checked in and had a quick 5 points, but also picked up a quick 2 fouls. We got to limit Akoa Makani here in the second half because she is killing us. She's their leading scorer with 14 points. Team assists, let's take a look at that. Team assists, we have 14 from the Mercury, 8 from the Indiana Fever. And that's your halftime box score. That's your halftime box score. That second quarter was terrible. Oh, we had a donation here while I was going over the halftime box score. William Street with the 5 says, looks like last night in that second quarter. Second quarter especially. I'm going to pay a price for this. I have to go fishing early tomorrow, but man, this stinks. Well, William, that sounds awesome, man. Go get some early sleep, dude. It's an early start for you. Early bird gets the worm. Enjoy your fishing trip tomorrow, dude. That sounds like a blast. That sounds really relaxing, honestly. William, thank you so much, man, for the 5, brother. Thank you, bro. Enjoy yourself. It's halftime right now, and I'm a bit frustrated. That was a piss-poor effort from the Indiana Fever in that second quarter, just like we saw last night in the second quarter. We had a 12-point lead. We blew it, and now we're down by 6. We got to win the rebounds. We got to defend better from the perimeter. Why do we just keep going away from what's working? I just don't understand. I just don't understand how we could just all season long. This is all season long. We could be so locked in for a quarter. We're so locked in. We're making the plays. We're knocking down shots. We're fired up. And then the very next quarter, oh, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? The deer in the headlight look. Just, huh? What? I'm tired of that. What is that? That's not disciplined basketball. We got outscored that second quarter by 10 points, 29-19. We couldn't defend. Our defense was Swiss cheese, and we couldn't knock down a shot to save our lives closing out that second quarter. We couldn't knock down a single shot to save our lives. We got to do better in this third quarter. We got to do better. If we get out to a slow start, if we have another quarter like we did in that second, in the third, it's going to be a tough uphill battle in the fourth. It'll be an uphill battle in the fourth quarter if we have another quarter like we just did. So let's get it together. What's up, Jets? How you doing? Maybe I'm reaching, says Jets, but I want White fired. She has done so well, but we're already exposed as a putrid defense. And that's what she's supposed to be known for, right? And the thing was about our defense, one of the best things about our defense this year was we were able to guard the perimeter well. We're not doing that lately. Right now, we're terrible with our perimeter defense. Avatar with a $5 donation. I don't care what anyone is saying, but there is no news about Jokic being traded. Yeah, there is none. So please stop with the fake news. And there's a lot of fake news out there, especially when it comes to basketball. In covering sports for almost a decade, I don't know what it is about basketball as opposed to any other sport, but there is so much fake news and fake false narratives about players and trades and all that stuff. You're right. There is nothing about Jokic to Miami. Not a single drop of anything to that. Nothing there. And why would they even do that when they already have 2 centers? They already have 2 bigs. Not centers, but they have 2 bigs. They have their front court sewed up with Bam and Giannis. Why would they go after a Jokic? That makes no sense. And they don't even... No. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Avatar. Thank you. Yeah, it's 47-53. My bad. I had the extra. Thank you. Thank you, Tristan. It's 47-53. 47-53, 6-point lead for the Mercury here at half. I just don't understand. I'll never understand what it is about basketball. And this is NBA and WNBA. And nothing worse than the WNBA. With a lot of just false narratives and things like that. You don't really see this. I mean, you see somewhat in football, but nothing like it is in basketball. It's really wild. You don't see this in baseball, or at least I don't. I don't really see this in baseball at all. Or hockey. But basketball, something about it lends itself to people just BSing constantly. Constantly. Scott with a $5 donation. Whenever a player gets hot, Mitchell hogs the ball and breaks the flow. Well, she's got 3 assists on this on the team right now. Kelsey Mitchell. She's tied with Harris with 3 assists, and they're both behind only Alyssa Thomas with 5. So she's passing the ball here tonight. So it's just she's just no one's doing much of anything. No one's scoring. There's no one scoring. In that second quarter, that second half, nobody was just really scoring. Everything just slowed down to a screeching halt. She's our leading scorer with 15 points on 5 for 9 shooting, but most of that was in the first quarter. We got to compose ourselves, man. We really do. We got to really compose ourselves. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Father Time says the soap opera of basketball has been going on a long time, both men and women. You're right about that. I didn't know how it was for women's basketball until we started covering it. And it's wild. I mean, it's crazy. And I feel bad for the people who fall for it. Because if you don't know, then you don't know, right? You don't know what you don't know. And I see it so often on Twitter, on Facebook, here on YouTube, on TikTok, of people just making things up. Just making things up. Did you see what so-and-so said? Never said it. Never said it. I'm like, what are you talking about? But it is so bad in WNBA. NBA's bad, but WNBA is crazy as well. It is. It is. All right, I'll be right back. Don't take my seat. We're getting ready for this third quarter. And hopefully, we can get back on track here. All right? Because I don't want to lose 2 in a row. All right. Hey, get out. Hey, get out of my seat. Hey, get out my wallet. Jets, get out my wallet. Can't leave for just a 45-second minute. I can't leave for 45 seconds without you guys getting in my seat, taking my wallet. Boy. Chad almost burned down the house without William. Thanks for putting out the fire. Mano's Quest with the 17-month highlight comment. Good to see you, Hermano. What are your thoughts on the Kawhi investigation before he joins my Raptors? Go Fever. So the deal will not be finalized until the investigation is done. I think there was some shady stuff that's happening, but I don't think anything's going to come from it. So I think it's going to be fine for Kawhi going to the Raptors. As we start this third quarter, we're going to start things off with a whistle here. Can we get off this interview? Why are you doing it now once the game is in progress? We're going to get a foul from Kelsey Mitchell. I hate to high hill sideline interviews. Hate them. 9:46 left to go here in the third quarter. It was a foul by Kelsey Mitchell, so the Mercury will now inbound, shooting on the right side of the court this time here in the second half. Let's get a stop here. Alyssa Thomas over to Koa Makani, who gets a start. And a pass inside to Thomas, and we're going to get another whistle. This time from Aaliyah Boston. Back-to-back whistles against the Fever. Come on. Come on. Is that what we're doing right now? 9:38 left to go here in the third quarter. Ball's inbounded for the Mercury. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Alyssa Thomas with the handoff to Akol Makane. Off the handoff, feeds it inside to Thomas on the slip. Kick out to Bonner for three. Bonner's shot is short, and the rebound goes out of bounds. They're saying last touch by Mitchell. Can we get a rebound? Our effort is atrocious right now. It's atrocious right now. Akol Makane is going to inbound from the baseline to Yayi. Over to Alyssa Thomas, wide open for a mid-range jumper for two. We gave them multiple opportunities to knock down a bucket to start the second half. 9:16 to go. We're down by 8 points, 47-55. It's Fever basketball with Billings, Boston, Mitchell, Ty Harris, and Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull setting a screen for Mitchell. Lexi was knocked over. She gets back up. Over to Billings into the mid post. Handoff. Mitchell curls off the screen. Shot clock to three. Over to Ty Harris. We're lost in the sauce. And that's a shot clock. Why are you dribbling with the shot clock winding down? No awareness, Stephanie. No awareness on our team. None. What are y'all doing out there? No awareness. Turnover. Shot clock violation, Mercury basketball. I'm getting fired up. Thomas with the handoff to Copper for three. That shot is short. Hey, we got a rebound. Aaliyah Boston with her sixth rebound of the game. 47-55. Now let's get a shot here. We got to stop. Let's get a shot. Hull, handoff. Harris, the drive on Ayayi in the low post. Kick out to Mitchell. She had to chase down that pass. Mitchell over to Lexi. Crossover dribble. Pull up. Got it. Lexi Hull over Akol Makane for two. 49-55. And it's going to be a 6-point lead now for the Mercury with 8:16 to go. And another whistle. No, they're calling fouls now. Lexi Hull called for a foul. $8:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Lexi Hull called for no. They're going to call that on Ty Harris. I thought that was going to be on Lexi. They're going to call on Harris. Ball's inbounded. Thomas, Makane, over to Bonner, over to Ayayi now. She's guarded by Lexi Hull off the dribble. Ball's knocked loose on the ground. Thomas draws another foul. They're going to call it now on Lexi Hull. That's 4 fouls. That's 4 team fouls now. That is 4 team fouls for the Fever. Mercury about to be in the bonus. Mercury are about to be in the freaking bonus already. Thomas looked like she took a cut here, and she's going to have to get looked at on the sideline. A little cut there on the hand. Nothing serious. She's being attended to right now. Nothing serious. 55-49, 6-point game. Are we getting a timeout here? What's happening? I'm assuming we're getting a timeout here. It looks like it. I think we're in a timeout. What is this third quarter? What is the third quarter? Elevated to Josh looks bored. Oh, I'm not bored. I'm frustrated. They're going to call that a shooting foul against Lexi Hull, so that'll be free throws coming up for the Phoenix Mercury. That's 14 fouls now. Did y'all see Rocha was in the news for stealing cotton candy? Again? Father time? Again? I told him about that. Okay, so thank you for now letting us know that. So what was happening? So it's not a timeout. They're reviewing for a potential hostile act. From who? From Alyssa Thomas? I think they're reviewing a hostile act against Alyssa Thomas, who appeared to hit Lexi Hull. So that's what the stoppage is about. What a terrible broadcast. So that's what the stoppage is about. Official review. Alyssa Thomas doesn't seem to be worried about it. So they're gonna call it a common foul. All right. Whatever that all was about. I don't know. My God, it took forever too to figure that one out. 55-49. Lexi Hull appears to have something plugged up in her nose. Appeared to have taken a shot there, but Alyssa Thomas at the line shooting 2 free throws. Free throw number 1 is up. It's good. 56-49. Alyssa Thomas' second free throw is up, and it is good. 57-49. 8 minutes remaining, and here come the Fever with Billings, Boston, Mitchell, Michaela Timpson out there for the first time, and Sophie Cunningham on the floor. Mitchell against Nicole McConney. Off the screen from Sophie. Over to Sophie. She'll reload for 3, and that's going to be a missed shot. Rebounded by Raven Johnson, and the ball goes out of bounds. Oh, my God. What the hell are we doing? Raven, I'm sorry, but you don't look playable. You just don't look playable right now. Raven, what was that? Turns it right back over to the Mercury. By the way, Mercury's in the bonus. Mercury's in the bonus for the rest of the court with 7:26 to go. Bonner misses a 3, rebounded by Raven Johnson. 57-49. Here's Raven Johnson over to Aaliyah Boston. Can we get some rhythm now? Handoff. Mitchell. Back to Boston. She'll shoot the 3. She'll miss the 3. Bonner the rebound. We can't score. We just can't score. Our offense fell off a cliff halfway through that second quarter. Thomas right down the lane in the middle of traffic with the layup. That was atrocious. Call timeout. Call timeout, and they do. Timeout. It's a 10-point deficit. That was pathetic. Oh, my. Hold on. Alyssa Thomas went down the middle lane. There's 3 white jerseys there. Easy layup. Three jerseys. Thomas said, with a big old smile, you're not going to do anything. You guys haven't done anything as far as anything that resembles defense since halfway through the second quarter. So I'm just going to go right down the lane, and none of you guys are going to do anything about it. And they didn't. And they didn't. That's 24 points in the paint. 24 points in the paint for the Mercury. They have 8 made threes, and they have 24 points in the paint. Our effort is not there, and that pisses me off. Sorry, let me calm down. I can't stand seeing piss poor effort like that. We got a $5 donation here from William Street. Thank you so much, William. He says, just glad I'm not spending $450 for bad coverage. Thanks, TSF. Oh, dude. This year, I did not buy the League Pass. The previous 2 years, I did. This year, I did. I didn't need to. I didn't need to because they put all of the Fever games available to watch. So I have not needed to get League Pass this year. I've been able to watch all these games without League Pass for the Indiana Fever. So, yep. Bro, William Street, thank you so much. And thank you all again for tuning in. I'm sorry I'm frustrated right now, but I cannot stand the lack of execution, the lack of effort, the lack of discipline that we're playing with right now. That I can't stomach. It's one thing to lose. It's one thing to get beaten. But when you're not out there giving 100%, looking like the way we are right now, It ticks me off. We're getting out coached. The coaching is terrible. The effort's terrible. The Mercury, since halfway through the second quarter, have looked like they're just in the gym having fun. Like this is just a little scrimmage for them. They're just out there with full confidence, full smiles, because they're not getting any resistance right now. That ticks me off. We got to do better. We got to do better, dude. All right. What do I use for the stream the games? Like, what do I watch? I got all the apps. I got Amazon Prime. I got Peacock, and I got DirecTV. So I'm able to watch all the games. Out of the timeout, it's Fever basketball. Down by 10 points with 10 on the shot clock. And on the floor, it's Boston, it's Mitchell, Michaela Timpson, Sophie Cunningham, and Raven Johnson. And we're going to see a foul here from the Mercury. By the way, the Mercury are in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. Remember, that was an issue that last game against the Mercury. It was an issue for us last night, too. Ball's inbounded from the sideline. Raven Johnson to Boston. Hand off to Raven. Can we get the ball inside of AB? AB gets the handoff from Raven Johnson. Aaliyah Boston. Oh, this offense looks lost. Hits Kelsey Mitchell on the cut. And the ball is blocking foul against the Mercury. And Mitchell is down right now. She's slow to get up. Kelsey Mitchell, she's wincing in pain. She took a hard bump right there driving into the lane. And that's going to be a foul against, who was that? Was that a Yayi? Yeah, that's a Yayi with a shooting foul. Mitchell with 2 free throws coming up. Two free throws coming for Kelsey Mitchell. We got to make these. Free throw number 1 is up, and it is good. It wasn't pretty, but it went in. In the bonus, yes, the Mercury are in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. It's a long time to be in the bonus, and they're already there. Second free throw was up and good for Kelsey Mitchell. It's a 59-51, 8-point lead for the Mercury, and here they come. Bring up the ball with Akoa Makani, Copper, Ayayi, Thomas, and Duwana Bonner shooting on the right side of the court in their purple jerseys. Shot clock to 12. For the love of God, can we get a stop? Ayayi off the screen from Akoa, Bonner, pump fake on Timpson. Bonner has the ball on the floor with 2 seconds over to Akoa Makani. Bounce pass. Ayayi puts it up. No good. Rebound, Aaliyah Boston. Hey, we got to stop. 7 rebounds for Aaliyah. Now let's get some shots. We're down by 8. Hey, Nicole Makani playing a little bit too aggressive defensively. Gets called for the foul to Kelsey Mitchell. 5:57 to go in the third quarter. 59-51. Mercury with the 8-point lead. Akoa Makani with the foul. Ball's inbounded from Kelsey Mitchell to Aaliyah Boston. Back to Mitchell. Off the screen from Raven. Out to Raven. Raven just falls on the ground. Raven, my God. Raven, awkward pass to Mitchell, and that's a backcourt violation. Stephanie, you got to get Raven off the floor. I love you, Raven, but you've been so bad, you're not playable. You got to get her off the floor. You got to get her off the floor. That is 7 turnovers now for the Fever. Raven's been so awful. Again, I love Raven Johnson. I love what she can bring to this team. But right now, the rookie is playing like a real rookie right now over the last couple of games. I just don't even know what the hell just happened right there. Copper to Thomas. Mid-range shot, no good. Sophie the rebound. And here come the Fever with Boston, Mitchell, Michaela, Sophie, and Raven Johnson. Aaliyah Boston, handoff to Raven. Raven, bounce pass inside. Boston, and the turn and fire is good for 2. Thank you. 6-point game. Let's get another stop and get another shot. Akoa, Bonner, bad pass, stolen up by Mitchell. Mitchell in transition to Sophie for a layup. Got it, baby. Timeout. Mercury, 4-point game. That's what I'm talking about. Make some plays. Some stops and shots. Those last possessions, that's what I want from you guys. That's what I want from you for the rest of the game. Give me that effort right there. Let's go. Timeout, Mercury. 4-point game. Let's go. Sophie Cunningham with 4 points. Mitchell with 17 points. And now she's got 5 assists. Kelsey Mitchell has 5 assists, tied with Alyssa Thomas for the most of the game. Boston, 12 points, 7 rebounds. 3 rebounds away from a double-double. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get fired up. Let's take back this game. You want it, right? We'll take it. Mercury timeout. By the way, thank you guys so much for hitting that like button. We're 15 people away from 500 here on this late night stream. It's 10:27 out here in Dallas, Texas. 5:07 to go here in this third quarter. We're out of timeout. It's going to be Mercury basketball with Akoa Makani bringing up the ball. Akoa's out there with Copper, Ayayi, Thomas, and Bonner. Handoff Copper, top of the circle. And she's got Raven Johnson on her. Pass goes to the right corner. Ayayi, cross-court pass broken up by Boston. And intercepting is going to be Sophie Cunningham. Great play right there by the Fever. We get another stop. It's 55-59. And here comes Kelsey Mitchell over to Michaela. Inside Boston against Bonner. She'll score off the window. 59-57. Can you feel it? Mitchell with the steal on Akoa Makani. Mitchell the drive. Mitchell the layup. She got it to tie the game. Kelsey Mitchell. Thank you. Fever. Thank you. We're tied at 59. Akoa Makani. Cross-court pass to Copper against Boston in the paint. She's going to stop her dribble. Goes up top to Bonner. To Ayayi. Bound pass to Thomas. Intercepted by Raven Johnson. We're getting some steals. Can we turn it into some shots? Raven. Boston. Over to Sophie. Back to Boston for 3. Got it! Oh my goodness. What just happened? It's 62-59. 62-59. Fever lead it. Fever lead it. 62-59. Akoa Makani. Pass into the low post. Thomas turns, fires with the left hand, and she'll score with a hook shot. 62-61. 3:33 left to go in the third quarter. Fever with a 1-point lead and feeling some momentum here. Let's keep piling on like a snowball going down the hill. To Mitchell for 3. Mitchell misses that one. Long rebound to Alyssa Thomas, her 5th of the game. Thomas, Copper in transition for 3. She's going to miss that one. Rebound falls to Raven Johnson. Good rebound, Raven. Good rebound. That's what I'm talking about, Raven. Finally, Johnson brings it up. Hands it off to Aaliyah Boston, and we're going to get an offensive foul. Offensive foul against Sophie Cunningham. It's a turnover, Mercury basketball. We got a $5 donation from Chuck Huddleston. Josh, way to coast the Fever. We need a win. We do need a win, Chuck. Chuck, we need a win. And we need a win against this team. Let's go, Chuck. $5 donation, man. Thank you so much, Chuck. Appreciate you, brother. All right, let's get another stop here. 2:55, 61-62. Mercury down by 1. Here's Thomas over to Bonner. Against Michaela, crossover dribble, takes her off the dribble, down to the rim and layup for 2. Oh, Michaela, your feet are like concrete. 63-62. Bonner's now has 6 points. Mitchell the drive. She's picked up by Kalia Copper on the far side wing. Crossover pass to Raven for 3. Raven! Oh my God! Raven! It's a long 2. It's a long 2. They're counting that a long 2. Foot on the line. Raven Johnson has stepped up her game over the last 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Raven Johnson has stepped up her game. Thank you. 64-63. The whole team has. And then we're going to get a whistle. Defensive 3 seconds against the Indiana Fever. What that means is that the Indiana Fever were in the paint for 3 seconds too long. You can't do that. That's a technical foul, and the Mercury will shoot a free throw. With 2:08 to go in the third quarter, a free throw coming up for Kalia Copper. That defense at 3 seconds call was against Aaliyah Boston. She was in the paint for too long. You can't do that. Oh, my goodness. All right. She could tie the game at best right here. 64-63. Free throws missed. Free throws missed. Oh, let's go. 4 people away from 500 likes. 4 people away from 500 likes. Let's get it. I like the way we're playing right now over the last 2-3 minutes. Boston's on the floor. Mitchell, Michaela, Sophie, and Raven. Let's get another defensive stop here. The Mercury have Thomas, Ayayi, Copper, Lexi Held, and Brochant. What are the referees talking about now? Will you inbound the damn ball? It's going to be Mercury basketball. They'll inbound from the near sideline. And Held will inbound to Copper. Back to Held. She'll bounce past this into the low post. Thomas going right through Raven Johnson's defense, and she'll make the easy layup. 65-64. Mercury regain the lead by 1. It's Fever basketball with Raven Johnson bringing up the ball. Under 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Over to Boston. Handoff. Mitchell off the screen. Shoots the 3 up top. And she's got it for a splash. 67-65. Indiana by 2. And Mitchell's got 22 points. Finally, we make a 3. Alyssa Thomas, ugly one-hand shot, no good. And we get a rebound with Sophie Cunningham. 67-65. Here's the drive. Mitchell beating Copper to the rim for a layup. Kelsey Mitchell, there you go. 24 points, 69-65. Nice. Lexi Held off the screen from Thomas. Driving, kicking to Copper. Copper for 3. Oh, she drains it. She drains the corner 3 with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. And it's a 1-point lead for Indiana. 69-68. 13 seconds left to go here on the shot clock. Aaliyah Boston off the screen from Raven Johnson. She's picked up by Alyssa Thomas. Handoff goes to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell, she's going to get fouled by Thomas. She's going to get fouled by Thomas. Frank says they got it wrong. It wasn't AB that had the defense at 3 seconds. That was Raven Johnson. Okay. So, yeah, they did assess that to AB, but you're saying they got that wrong. It was actually Raven Johnson earlier. And good thing Kalia Copper missed that free throw. So that's a foul. Alyssa Thomas, she'll head to the bench. She'll head to the bench. It's Fever basketball with Raven Johnson, Sophie Cunningham, Misha Hines, Allen Mitchell, and Mo Billings on the floor. They lead it by 1 point. Mitchell with the inbound from the near sideline to Hines Allen. Handoff immediately back to Mitchell. She'll drive from the near side. Step back jumper for 2. No good. And Whitcomb's there for the rebound. Whitcomb out there with Beauchamp, Marta Soares, Held, and Ayayi. 69-68. Let's get a stop on this lineup right here. 21 seconds. Pull up 3. Ayayi in and out. Shot missed. Rebound. Hines Allen. Thank you. Thank you for that rebound. 12 seconds. No shot clock for the Fever. Here's Mitchell, the drive against Lexi Held. Step back. Long 2. No good. Rebound goes to Whitcomb. 4, 3. Whitcomb. 2, 1. Heaves it up at the buzzer. No good. And that does it for the third quarter. It's a 1-point lead. 69-68. Indiana regains the lead. Yes! Everyone, hold up those 4s. 4 fingers high in the air. 4 of them. Put 4 fingers high in the air. Hold up those 4s as we get ready for what we call the clutch quarter, where it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. And that's what we got to do. We have the momentum on our side. We have the lead. It's only by 1 point, but we have the momentum on our side. Don't let this up. Let's finish the clutch quarter and walk out of here with a victory. Let's go. Let's go. William Street with a $5 donation. It's so simple. Step in the lane and count. I got 1. I got 2. out. How do you get too much time in the lane? I know, man. I know. And that was on Raven Johnson, it turned out. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. 1, 2, out. Out the paint. Just get a foot out the paint. Don't get that defensive 3 seconds. Or offensive 3 seconds. You don't want that either, too. Don't stay in the paint for too long. All right, folks. William Street, thank you so much for the 5. I'll be right back. No one take my seat as we get ready for the clutch quarter. Let's go, Fever. Whew. We played better defense. We were making our shots. We were making the right passes. Ladies, just keep doing that. Just keep doing that. They're nothing to be scared about. Mercury are nothing to be scared about. Don't play into their hands. Don't defeat yourselves. This is not a good team. So go out there and dominate them. Dominate them. Beat them. Beat them. Steven says, are you telling me we played good in the third quarter? Yup. 22-15. We outscored them in that third quarter. We held them to 15 points. The lowest scoring quarter for either team throughout the game so far. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Alex Palangi with the $1 sticker. Let's go, Alex. Let's go, Alex. Cheers to you, Alex. Thank you so much, man. I'm fired up. I hope you guys are fired up too. We have over 500 likes on the stream. Let's go. Fourth quarter about to begin. Don't fail me now. Do not fail me now. We started rebounding better too. Now our rebounds are tied at 21 apiece. We were rebounding there better in that third quarter. The effort was better. Don't let that effort go away. Don't let it go. William with the $5 dono. I got your wallet. Damn, it's empty. You're doing me bad. Ha! You got the decoy wallet. I have decoy wallets everywhere. I have to. Because you're always taking my wallet. You, Jet, somebody. So you fell for the decoy. Better luck next time. William, thank you for the 5, bro. All right, let's start this fourth quarter with the Fever having the ball. Raven Johnson, Sophie Cunningham, Misha Hines-Allen, Mitchell, and Mo Billings on the floor. Billings into the low post. Hines-Allen out to Mitchell on the near side wing, drives into the lane, kicks cross court to Raven Johnson, catch and shoot 3 at the buzzard, air ball, and that's a shot clock violation. Oh, that was an ugly shot there by Raven, and it's a turnover. Mercury ball. Mercury basketball. Do I like Drummond to the Knicks? It's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. They needed to replace Mitchell Robinson. Not that he can, but it's fine. Here come the Mercury with Ayayi, Held, Suarez, Beauchamp, and Whitcomb. We should be able to beat this rotation. Inside, Suarez, kick out to Beauchamp for a wide open 3. She misses. Raven Johnson the rebound. Now we got to capitalize. We got to capitalize here. We got to beat this rotation here. Raven Johnson over to Hines-Allen on the far side wing. Fakes the handoff to Mitchell. Cross-court pass to Raven Johnson. Hits the left corner. Billings. Handoff back to Raven. Driving on. Held. Shot clock to 6. Our offense looks really bad. And another bad pass by Raven Johnson. Raven, you were doing so good. To close out that third quarter, you were doing so much better. And another turnover for Raven. That's 2 turnovers for Raven Johnson to start this fourth quarter. 2 turnovers for Raven in this fourth quarter. Mercury have the ball with Ayayi, Held, Suarez, Beauchamp, and Whitcomb. Suarez on around the mid post. Her back to Aaliyah Boston, who just checks in. Out to Ayayi against Mo Billings. Now Boston the switch onto Ayayi, top of the circle. Handoff, Suarez off the dribble, driving into low post against Billings and beats her right to the rim. I mean, she bodied her. And now the Mercury take a 70-69 lead. We should have torched that lineup. We should torch this lineup. Come on! Boston to Ty Harris. Harris off the screen from Mo Billings. Shot clock to 5. Billings the drive against Whitcomb. Step back jump shot. We miss it. What was that possession? 8:05 to go. Whitcomb over to Suarez. Their role players were killing us in that first half. And then we have a whistle with 13 on the shot clock. A personal foul called against Mo Billings. Josh, remember when you started putting out decoy wallets and Rocha found one that had $6,767 in it? Oh, yeah. But it's okay, because I stole $8,000 from him, so it's all good. I got it back, plus interest. Whitcomb inbound from the near sideline to Kalia Copper, who checks in. Copper the drive. Ooh, drops Lexi Hull. Out to Alyssa Thomas. Back to Copper. Blocked on the layup by Boston out of bounds. Boston with the block to Kalia Copper. Whew. 7:51 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mercury are up by 1 point, 70-69. They have 5 seconds on the shot clock. Mitchell will check back in for Lexi Hull. Yeah. What was that? That was confusion. So it's going to be Boston, Mitchell, Harris, Timpson, and Sophie Cunningham on the floor. Boston, and here comes the inbound to Alyssa Thomas from Whitcomb. She misses the layup. No whistle. She wanted one, but it's going to be a rebound for the Fever. And here come Indiana. Down by 1. Mitchell off the dribble against Beauchamp. Step back. Mid-range shot. No good. We're missing our shots again. We're missing every shot this fourth quarter. Here we go again. Here's Kalia Copper. Momentum shifting back. Out to Suarez for 3. She got it. Timeout. Again! We do it again! We do it again! $73-69. Wide open jump shot for Suarez. She's got 10 points. Though, man, they let Suarez have 10. Akoa Makani had 14. Ayayi with 10. We're down by 4. We haven't scored in this fourth quarter. We have not scored in this fourth quarter at all. We're scoreless in the fourth quarter. Turnover, missed mid-range shot, shot. Oh, we're sagging again, says Pamela. Yeah, we're sagging again. We're lagging again. Well, frustrating start here in the fourth quarter. We have a commercial break by the Fever as they call a timeout. Hey, Commander Man, what's going on, man? Hitting that thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Everybody who did hit that like button, thank you so much. For those who hit the subscribe, thank you as well. Our next live stream will be on Sunday. Will be on Sunday as the Fever take on the Aces. And I suspect Caitlin Clark will be playing, and she should see a lot more minutes than she saw in that last night. Why is it not turning down? It's loud. Remote just froze up on me. It's a commercial break timeout made by the Fever. It's a 8-0 run for the Mercury in the last 3 minutes and 42 seconds of game time, and a 5-0 run to start the fourth quarter for the Mercury. So that's rough. 4-point game here in the fourth quarter. Finally coming out of a timeout. It was a longer timeout than usual. Playing restrictions are to punish Clark. That doesn't make any sense. It's a back issue, and she had just came back. That's just what happens. I don't like minute restrictions, but that's just what happens. To say it's that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. All right, here we go. It's Fever Basketball with Boston, Mitchell, Harris, Michaela Timpson, and Sophie Cunningham. We got to lock in. If we get another turnover, man, we already have too many turnovers in this fourth quarter already. Here's Boston working the mid-post double team, and a steal for Kalia Copper. Copper with the steal, Copper with a drive, and the layup is good. That's what we do out of the timeout. That's what we do. 10-0 run for the Mercury, 69-75. Here's Mitchell over to Sophie for a catch-and-shoot three. I don't like that shot. I don't like that possession. Another bad possession. We haven't had one good possession offensively for the Fever in this fourth quarter at all. Not one. Not one possession. What the hell happened? We were cooking in that third quarter late. And to start the fourth quarter, we just lost it all. Here's Whitcomb drawing a shooting foul from Ty Harris. We commit a shooting foul, and now Whitcomb will go to the line for 2 free throws. What are the Fever doing since Regier? Playing awful. We're playing. We were cooking in that third quarter, especially to end the quarter. We were looking good defensively. We were making shots. And once again, we built something up to just let it all go. Just let it all go. 10-0 run for the Mercury in the last 4 minutes and 34 seconds of game time. We have not scored from the field in over 4 minutes. 77-69 after the free throws by Sammy Whitcomb. Her first 2 points of the season. And back the other way, an offensive foul on Ty Harris. Are you kidding me? Another turnover. Another turnover. That's 4 fucking turnovers in the fourth quarter. Ty Harris shoving Sammy Whitcomb. Sammy for 3. Sammy misses that one. Rebound to Michaela. Come on. We have not scored in this quarter. We have not scored. There's 6 minutes of play in the fourth quarter. We haven't fucking scored. Boston for 3. That's going to be a miss. What are we doing? Why are we just chucking up these shots? Rebound falls to Copper. What is this offense of play calling here? What the hell is this? 69-77. Here's Thomas going to work in the low post. Turnaround shot off the bank. Good. We have not scored in over 5.5 minutes. We're down by 10 points now. The crowd's chanting defense. We can't score. We have not scored a single shot. Here's Boston, low post, double team, out to Sophie Cunningham. She'll drive Sophie, the layup. She misses that one. Michaela misses the tip in, gets the rebound, rises back up. She misses another one, and then we're going to get a rebound for Thomas. Thomas drives the court. Kick out to Sammy for 3. Sammy misses. Rebound Boston. We have yet to score in this fourth quarter. Ty Harris and Sophie for 3. Come on, please. Got it! Finally! We score in the fourth. 72-79, blonde bomb from Sophie Cunningham. Finally. 79-72. Here's Copper. Blocked by Michaela. Blocked by Michaela. Holy crap. Mitchell. Ty Harris against Brochant. Ty Harris on the far side wing. Oh, my God, what a block. Over to Mitchell for 3, please. Got it! Timeout! Mercury! Let's go! Finally! 75-79. 4-point game. Finally! Wake up! I know it's late, but wake up! God! Finally! What a block by Michaela! To Copper. That's how you get it. That's how you get it. And then Mitchell hits a three on the other end. That's how we do it. Timeout, Mercury. Commercial break. Get fired up. I am. Get fired up. It's still anyone's game with 4:21 to go. I can barely sit down right now. Let's go! Turning defense into offense. That block, you have to score after that kind of block. And that's exactly what we did. We go on 5.5 minutes without scoring, and that's what we do. We cut the lead down to 4. Now we're back in this damn game. Now keep doing it. Let's go. Lock in. I want to beat this team so bad. I want to win so bad. And we're down by 4. Those last couple possessions were so good. We just got to keep that up. Keep that energy up. There's plenty of time left with a 4-point game. An eternity. Let's make it ours. Let's make it ours. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go, Scott. Let's go, I love country. Yesterday, today, William. Let's go. Father Time. Let's get it. Come on. Come on. Come on, Indiana. 40 people away from 600 likes, by the way. Thank you guys so much for hitting that like. Thank you for joining me for this late night stream. We're coming out of the timeout made by the Phoenix Mercury. There's 2 timeouts apiece left. Akoa Makani will bring up the ball. Shooting on the right side of the court in their purple jerseys are the Mercury. With Akoa Makani, Brochant, Copper, Thomas, and Bonner on the floor. Copper's got the ball. She's guarded by Ty Harris. The ball's knocked loose out of bounds, and they're going to call that deflected off of Copper. It's another turnover. Good defense to stop by Ty Harris. Way to make up for earlier. It's Fever Ball. Thank you, Mr. Hunt, for the subscribe. Or Miss Hunt. Thank you. Thank you, Hunt. It's Fever Basketball. Let's get it. 3:55 to go. Here is Sophie Cunningham driving baseline. She's got 2 defenders on her. The ball's knocked loose out of bounds. Last touch by the Mercury. They back-tapped her. So it's going to be Fever Basketball with 8 on the shot clock. 3:50 to go. We're down by 4. We're down by 4. Scott with a $2 donation says, let's go! Fever! Let's go, Scott. Sophie's going to inbound this from the baseline to Ty Harris on the near side corner. Shot clock to 5. Timpson the screen, the slip, Ty the drive, the step back. She got it for 2. It's a 2-point game. It's a 2-point game, baby. 79-77. Another defensive stop that turned into a shot. 79-77. Nicole McConnell crossover dribble on Ty Harris. Ty knocks the ball loose. Another steal. Here comes Mitchell scooping it up. Mitchell drives the middle of the lane. Mitchell goes up. She misses. Draws a shooting foul. Draws a shooting foul. Oh, baby, yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Woo. That's a foul on you, Thomas. That's a foul on you. That's a foul on you. 2 shots, Kelsey Mitchell. 2 of them. 2 shots. Are we getting a challenge? Are you telling me you're going to challenge that? They're going to challenge this, folks. Mercury are challenging this call. The call on the floor, Alyssa Thomas shooting foul to Kelsey Mitchell. And Mercury will challenge this with 3:24 to go. I don't know. Is that enough to overturn? Did she get all ball right there? Did she shove? Is this enough to overturn? Huh. That's tough. That's tough. Josh, do you have any nitroglycerin by? No. Rocha's got all that. Rocha has all that stuff. How many turnovers tonight? Indiana's got 12 turnovers. We gave up 9 points off those turnovers. The Mercury have 11 turnovers. They gave up 20 to us. So we're winning that ratio right now. We have 1 more turnover than they do, but we scored a lot more points off those turnovers than they did of ours. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what this challenge is by the Mercury. They're challenging this call here, shooting foul against Alyssa Thomas. If they're unsuccessful, that's 4 fouls on AT. And then that will be free throws for Kelsey Mitchell to possibly tie this game with 3:24 to go. This is a long challenge. My goodness, Alyssa Thomas chews more gum than Pete Carroll, the NFL. My God. She's just chomping away at that. We're still having a ref review here. All right, finally we're having to huddle up after the monitor. I'm trying to read their lips right now. I'm trying to read their lips. I'm not good at that. That gum must be good. Probably my favorite gum of all time is probably Bubblicious Watermelon. This is a long review. A long challenge review. This worries me. Kelly says if it's inconclusive, they have to go with the call. Yeah, if there's not enough evidence, you got to stay with the call. They're saying successful challenge. No foul in AT. Successful challenge by the Mercury. But it will stay Fever basketball, though. Ty Harris will inbound. Unsuccessful challenge. And here we go. It's our basketball down by 2. Handoff from Boston to Ty. Over to Mitchell on the near side wing. Back to Ty Harris. Tees out the 3. Oh, she got it! She's got it! And the lead is ours. 80-79. Ty Harris. Ty Harris knocks it down. 11-0 run, Indiana Fever. 3 minutes to go. And a foul on the other end. A foul on the other side against Ty Harris. Oh, my goodness. Ty Harris, way to make up for earlier in the game what you're doing right now over the last few minutes. My goodness. 3 minutes to go, we have a 1-point lead. We have a 1-point lead. But that's 5 fouls now on Ty Harris. Cole McConnell is going to inbound from the sideline to Kalia Copper. Copper against Kelsey Mitchell, top of the circle. Shot clock to 10. Copper over to Cole McConnell on the far side wing. Bonner on the corner. She's got Michaela. Step back, jump shot, 3. Got it. Oh, my goodness. That's a big shot for Dewana Bonner and a 2-point lead for the Mercury. 2-point lead for the Mercury. We're down by 2. Harris over to Mitchell. Boss is setting the screen. Mitchell off the left side. Cross-court pass to the far side wing is Harris to the right corner. It's going to go to Timpson. Timpson, Boston turns, fires off the window, good. Aaliyah Boston finally scores. Oh, it's a tied game at 82 with 2:20 to go. It's a tied game. Boston now with 19 points, 8 rebounds. McConney, Thomas, Copper, baseline, layup is good. Mercury regained the lead 84-82. 84-82. 19 points now for Copper. Mitchell from mid-range. She misses all that one. Sophie the rebound. Jump ball. Jump ball. Under 2 minutes to go, we got a jump ball between Sophie and I believe Alyssa Thomas. Bonner, why did you make that? Why did you make that? The jump ball will go to the Fever. It went out of bounds. It will go Fever. It was last touched by the Mercury, so the Fever will inbound from the sideline with Mitchell. She's out there with Boston, Harris, Timpson, and Sophie. Ball's inbounded to Boston. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock to 10. 1:51 to go. Mitchell from the left elbow. Oh, Mitchell missed the shot. Timpson the rebound. Out to Mitchell, so a second chance opportunity here for the Fever. Back to Mitchell. Driving. Left-hand layup. Missed it completely. Part of the rebound. Mitchell missed all 3 of her last shots from easy range. Oh, man. 84-82. This game is crazy on my nerves right now. Bonner up and under. No, pass to Thomas. Thomas missed the layup. Boston the rebound. We're down by 2 with the ball. 1:19 to go. Harris driving on Nicole McConney. Left-hand layup is up and good to tie the game. Ty Harris ties it up at 84 with 1:10 to go. Oh, come on. Just a couple more stops. McConney driving. It's stolen up by Sophie. Sophie with the steal. Sophie the drive on Thomas. And she's fouled by Thomas. A shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up for Sophie Cunningham. The Blonde Bomber with the steal and drawing the foul. Let's go, Soph. Alex with the $2 donation. Mercury did that on purpose. Fever are legendary. Right now, we're on a good momentum shift, Alex. Let's keep this going. We have 1 minute left. Are they not? They're not going to say it's a shooting foul? What? That was a shooting foul. They're not going to call that a shooting foul? They're going to inbound now. Oh, come on. Ball's inbounded. Here's Kelsey Mitchell off the screen from Aaliyah Boston. 16 the shot clock. Mitchell. Toms to Michaela. KK. Over up top to Ty Harris. Shot clock to 9. Harris off the screen from Michaela. Driving on a Nicole McConney. Step back. Jump shot. Got it for 2. How about Ty Harris? How about Ty Harris? 44 seconds left. We're in the bonus and the Mercury call a timeout. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Ty Harris just exploded on the scene here late in the 4th quarter. She's locked in. That rim is as wide as the Pacific Ocean right now for Ty Harris. Timeout, Mercury. So I thought that should have been a shooting foul against Alyssa Thomas and 2 free throws coming up for Sophie Cunningham. They decided it was not a shooting foul, but a foul on the floor. And then they inbound. They find Ty Harris, who hits a pull-up jumper from 16 feet over Akoa McConney to make it a 2-point lead for Indiana. That's what just happened. 44 seconds ago, we're up by 2. Stop and shot. 43 seconds left. Stop and shots. Stops and shots. Josh, Harris has me 26 fantasy points. Oh, my God. She's got you 26 fantasy points. Dude, she was doing terrible for a while. And then all of a sudden, she just locked in. She started off good in the 1st quarter, and then she just disappeared for a long portion of the game. But late in the 4th quarter, she just turned it right back on. Right back on, like a switch. It's crazy tonight. Hit that thumbs up, folks. Let's go. Let's go. We're 13 likes away from 600 on the stream. Let's get another steal. Let's get another stop. Mercury had the ball with Bonner, Thomas, Ayayi, Copper, and Akoa McConney. All the fans are on their feet here in Phoenix And Copper's going to inbound from the sideline to Thomas. Handoff back to Copper. She'll drive on Mitchell. She'll go for the layup. And one? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. And one on Copper? For Copper? Foul by Mitchell. How was that a foul on Mitchell? How the fuck is that a foul on Mitchell? It was Copper that shoved Mitchell. It was Copper that shoved her. You gotta challenge that, Stephanie. You gotta challenge that. Free throws up and good. She shoved Mitchell. Mitchell didn't foul. Timeout, Indiana. Timeout, Indiana. We're down by 1. Looking at that play, it looked like Copper was the one that shoved Mitchell, and they called a foul on Mitchell to make it an and one. I don't know. That was befuddling to me. Okay. Well, it's a timeout by Indiana. We have 1 timeout left. They have 1 timeout left. There's 41 seconds to go. We have the ball. We're down by just 1. Anybody else getting antsy here? This is crazy. This is crazy. What's up, Ilmatic? How you doing? Wilson, exactly, man. Exactly. Okay. All right. I have the temperature set to like 64 degrees. I got to turn it down more. It's getting hot in here. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Charles says we got this, Josh. Let's get it. Oh, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're back from the commercial break. It's Fever Basketball with Boston, Mitchell, Harris, Lexi Hall, and Sophie Cunningham. We're in the bonus, too. Both teams are actually in the bonus. Both teams are in the bonus, so let's take advantage of that. Ball's inbound from the sideline. The crouch-heading defense. Here's Mitchell off the inbounds. She'll feed it inside to Boston. Backing down Thomas. She turns. She fires. She knocks it down, baby. She knocks it down. 34 seconds to go. 1-point lead. Fever. Boston's got 21. William Street with the 5 says, we should not be here. We should be up by 10 plus. Awful performance with the Fever. They just aren't playing like they should. I know, man. We should not be playing. We should not be fighting for our lives against a team that's like 3-7 at home. But let's get this victory, man. Let's get another stop here. 88-87, ball's about it. Here's Copper. Watch the fouls. Watch the fouls. Copper, Thomas, handoff back to Copper. Down the middle lane. And the pass goes to Thomas. And she'll score out the window for 2. Oh, my God. 89-88, 23 seconds to go. And a timeout, Fever. Timeout, Fever. We're down by 1 with 23 seconds left. 22 on the shot clock. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Copper was in trouble. At the last split second, she finds Thomas through the double team who hits the layup for 2 to give them the 1-point lead. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. I just turned down my AC to 63 degrees because it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot. So there's 25 seconds. They put an extra couple seconds there. 25 seconds on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. So we could take up most of this time here. It's a 1-point lead for the Mercury. Jason says milk the clock. Milk that clock. Get the bucket. Over 600 likes on the stream. My nerves are rattled. The temperature is rising in this room of fury. I just turned down the temperature to 63 degrees on my thermostat. Oh. Cece's not playing tonight. She is out tonight there, Sir Pops. She should be back on Sunday. And she should play a lot more minutes than we saw on in the game last night. What's up, Ben Thompson? How you doing, man? Yeah, let's get this, man. Let's get this dub. Let's get this tub. 25 seconds left. All right, ball's inbound from the sideline. Ty Harris. Come on, ladies. Come on. Fever. Inbound to Sophie Cunningham. 22 seconds remains in this ball game. Handoff goes to Mitchell. Everyone standing on their feet here in Phoenix. Shot clock to 15. About a split seconds between game clock and shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Gets a Cole McConney. Takes off the dribble. Up and under. She got off the bank for 2. Indiana leads at 90-89 with 10 seconds left. Oh, Mitchell. Mitchell. 29 points for Kelsey. 10 seconds left. Kelsey Mitchell takes the lead back for Indiana. This is back and forth. This is back and forth. Late in this game. Oh my goodness, that was so dangerous. Cole McConney, that was pretty good defense. Mitchell spins, hits the layup off the window. That was tough. That was earned. That was tough. Oh my goodness. Don't foul. Just don't foul. We have 10 seconds left. There's no more shot clock left for the remaining of the game. Mercury are calling their timeout here. Oh my goodness. 16 lead changes in this game. Mercury down by 1 with 10 seconds left. Oh my goodness. You guys nervous? You guys nervous? Michaela Timpson will check in for Lexi Hull for defensive purposes. Over 600 likes has been achieved. Thank y'all so much again for hitting that thumbs up. Oh my goodness. Just don't foul. Let's get out of here. Let's get one stop. Let's get one stop. Okay, so it's going to be Boston, Mitchell, Hull, Timpson, and Sophie on the floor for the Fever. Bonner, Thomas, Ayayi, Copper, and Cole McConney on the floor for the Mercury. Let's get one stop. Let's get one stop. Okay, ball's inbounded from the near sideline of Cole McConney. Hurry up, hurry up. She does so to Thomas. 9, 8. Thomas, the drive, the spin on Boston. Spins, turns, fires, misses. Rebound, falls to Copper, and they're calling a whistle. It's against the Mercury. It's against the Mercury. It's against the Mercury. It's against the Mercury. Loose ball foul. Loose ball foul, sucker. Loose ball foul, sucker. I saw Sophie get knocked down by Copper. That's a loose ball foul. That's a loose ball foul. Come on. She was shoved in the back by Copper. That's a loose ball foul and 2 free throws coming up for Indiana. Sophie shoved in the back by Copper going for a rebound. 2 shots coming up for Sophie Cunningham. Come on, Sophie. Come on. 4 seconds left. Sophie's at the line shooting 2. Come on. Sophie, first free throw. Got it. She's got it. 91-89. It's a 2-point game. 1 more free throw makes it a 3-point game. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. 1 more free throw, Soph. 1 more free throw. Come on. Free throws up. It's good. 92-89. 4 seconds left. No timeouts. Ball's inbounded. Here's Copper driving, heaving it up for the win. No good. Indiana wins. Indiana wins. It's OVA over. Indiana wins in dramatic fashion. 92-89. Oh my goodness. Indiana wins by 3. Oh my God. What a game. What a nerve-wracking game that was. A roller coaster of emotions. And Sophie is pointing like this to the audience, to the crowd. She's pointing. And I point with her. Indiana wins in a heart attack game. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Let me compose myself. What a win. Fever emo to the chat or just type Fever. Let's go, Indiana. Let's go, Fever. Whatever. Show some love. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Next game's on Sunday against the Aces. Ty Harris was the clutch performer in that fourth quarter. She started off good in the game in the first quarter, disappeared, made some mistakes, but then came through in the fourth quarter. She made some big plays. Michaela Timpson, she hit a big block earlier, which led to a 3 on the other end for Kelsey Mitchell. Sophie making those clutch free throws at the end there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was a heart attack game, and we pull out with the victory. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this with me tonight. It was a late night game. It's 11:16 p.m. here in Dallas, Texas. The game is over. It was a heart attack win. It shouldn't have been the case against a bad team like that, but nonetheless, it's a victory. I wanted that victory so bad. I know a lot of you guys did too. Oh my goodness. We have a $5 donation from Jason. I'm sorry, Jason. Jason with a 5 says, "Go Fever, great commentator." Josh, Jason, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for joining me, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe. Rocha will be live on Sunday for the Fever taking on the Aces. Oh my goodness, what a victory. That was crazy. You guys saw me go through all the emotions during this game. Excitement, frustration, extreme frustration, extreme excitement. Oh my goodness. Man, why did that feel like a playoff game, man? That was insane. Let's go, Wilson. $5 donation from William Street says, "We may have won, but that was ugly." Yeah, it was way uglier than it should have been, man. But we did win, and that was a big victory against a team we really wanted to get a win on. We wanted to get our revenge. We wanted this one bad, and we got it. It wasn't pretty, but we got it. William, thank you so much, bro, for the 5. Jake B with the 2. Hey, hello, Josh. Can Curry request out? Good call, by the way. Can Curry request out Steph Curry? I don't think so. No, he's going to retire a Warrior. I mean, here pretty soon, it could be LeBron James making his way to the Golden State Warriors. They might make yet another move. I don't think Curry's going to go anywhere. I think he's safe. So don't worry, Jake B. Curry should stay with the Warriors. I know you're a Phoenix fan, but yeah. Thank you so much, brother. Jake B, it's good to see you. All right, so did we move up in the standings? We were right behind the Atlanta Dream, and I think they won tonight. So I don't think any ground was made. Up. Oh my goodness. Wow. Shout out to Ty Harris. Coming through clutch at the end of the game. She made some big plays. She made some big shots. She had a couple of steals. She knocked down some mid-range shots, a deep 3 from the wing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. $2 donation from Jake B. Question: when do you think Braun will decide? I think he's going to take his sweet time. It might be late in the summer. It might be next month. It could be sometime the next probably 3 to 4 weeks. I'm guessing. Apparently, he's not going to decide anytime remotely soon, like soon. So it might be like another month, dude. And I think it's going to come down between Golden State, Cleveland, Miami, or Philadelphia. Rogier with the 2 says, "How's your fantasy team? Prediction, other matchups." Let's see. Do you want to? So right now, my fantasy matchup, I'm up 257 over 160 on Mr. B Hub. I only had one player today. That was Emily Angsler. She gave me 22 fantasy points. I'll have Caitlin Clark back on Sunday. So I'm up by almost 100 points. Reggie, you're up 307 to 223 on B Hub. I'm not B Hub, Daily Duo. You had a big game tonight. 103 fantasy points today. Wow. Good stuff. Wow. Ryan Howard gave you 32 fantasy points. Rocha's in a tight game with Tristan Allen. He's got a 5-point lead. He's only got a 5-point lead. That's going to come down to the wire. Mofo is up by 57 points on Bradley Reynolds. He had a big night tonight too. Mofo put up 95 fantasy points. He had 34 from Boston. And then let's see, Goodman and Jets are in a pretty decent matchup. Jets is up by what, 24 points right now? Jets put up 156 points today. My goodness. 156 fantasy points. Jackie Young, 38. Reese, 30. 32 Copper. 30 Gray. My gosh. But yeah, I should secure the victory. And you should too. William, with the $5 donation. Thanks for a great call again, man. I may not save money over watching bad presentation, but I get the greatest call. So go Fever, go TSF. William Street, thank you so much again for tonight, man. All the support. I didn't appreciate you trying to steal my wallet, although you did steal my decoy. But I gotta stay one step ahead of you, brother. Love you, man. Thank you so much for the support, dude. William Street, thank you. Again, the next Fever game will be on Sunday on the 12th against the Aces. I won't be here, but Rocha will be back for that call on Sunday. So come hang out with Rocha on Sunday against the Aces. And then after that, it'll be back to normal. Me and Roach after that. Whew. BWTS Calgary. We love you too, man. Go Fever. Let's go. With Asia still being out, I hope they can rest CC against the Aces, says in Hero. If she's still not feeling up to par, then you can continue to rest her, right? We did beat the Aces without Asia Wilson, without Caitlin Clark being either one of them being on the court. So we can win that game, but I would like to see, and I suspect Caitlin will play in that game, and I think she'll play north of like 22 minutes. That's my prediction. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Jess says, Josh, check Discord DM. I sent you what I'm having for dinner. Don't count the tacos. Don't expose me. All right, let's see. Let's see what you got working with Jets. Little Miss Jets. Dang. You could at least slide me a couple of tacos. You could at least, I won't say how many tacos you got on the plate, but you could slide me a couple. My God. With the lime and everything. Also, Josh, did you see my DM about fantasy football? Let's see. I did not. I want to do 4 leagues for fantasy football for non-mons that are 10-man, aka 40 people. I already got 6 people. I asked that they are down in Discord. That means we need 34 more. What I want to do is whoever makes the finals in the league and sets us up and needs to take the top 2. Winner would get a special prize. I already got 6 people wanting to play. Just need 34 non-mods. Hey, if you set this up, we'll try to recruit in the chat and stuff like that leading up to the season. We could let people know, and I'll join. I'm sure Rocha will join too. So Fever are tied for 5th spot in the standings as Hijinks, with the Dream and Liberty all 13-9, Mystics 8th. Because the Dream were ahead of us before tonight. They won too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're all right there. Liberty, Dream, and the Fever. We're all right there. We're all 13-9. We're all 13-9. Fever, Dream, and Liberty. And by the way, we're 3 games out of first place. 3 of them. All right. Tonight's stream was presented by PrizePicks. Let's check out our 3-leg entry. Oh, my goodness. Look at all that green. I like to see that. Kelsey Mitchell, she hit more than 17.5 points. She had 29 tonight. Easy. Alyssa Thomas, we took her for more than 5.5 assists. She's got 7. And Kalia Copper, we took her for more than 14.5 points. She's got 22 on the night. So that's a 3 for 3. We hit the dub on PrizePicks. Tonight's stream presented by PrizePicks. Check them out. You could do so on desktop or download the app. It's easy to do. And when you do sign up, use that promo code HMA to take advantage of the promotion, which is play 5, get $50 instantly in your lineups. It's easy. Just find the games, find the players, and take more or less on their stats. Tonight we hit, and we'll look to extend that on Sunday. You can find our affiliate link in the description down below. We took the dub tonight. Arturo, how I been? Doing good, bro. Doing good. How you been, Arturo? Art. planning on going to the movies on Sunday to go see that new Evil Dead movie that's coming out. There's also that movie that the Invite that came out. That looks pretty good. That also looks pretty good. I was thinking about wanting to go see. You're doing good? I'm glad to hear it. Oh my goodness. I'm starving. Guys, I'm going to call it early here on the stream. I got some food on the way. But guys, thank y'all so much for a great night. What a crazy back-to-back nights. Last night was crazy, and it was a loss. Tonight was crazy, but it was a dub. It wasn't a pretty dub, but it was a hard-fought dub down the stretch in the fourth quarter, where it all matters, the clutch. I'll see you guys later. I won't be here on Sunday when Rocha streams the Aces and Fever, but I will see you guys again after that. It'll go back right to normal with me and Rocha covering the Fever, both of us together after Sunday. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your Friday and your weekend. Be safe out there. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that thumbs up, hitting that subscribe. Everybody who donated tonight. Mod Squad, thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night. Thank you for the company tonight. That night, everybody go Mimis. Bye-bye. I know, Arturo, me too. I can't wait for the Odyssey. It's going to be great. Bye. See ya. Bye. Let's go.